Hey everyone, welcome to the Unity Gaming Podcast. It is episode 44. It is Wednesday, November 28th. I'm Riccio.
I'm Dan.
I'm Somppi.
And that took forever to get started.
Yeah.
Well, the Bane voice didn't really help.
I didn't do a Bane voice.
We discovered that if Riccio speaks a certain accent into his jar, he sounds exactly like Bane from Dark Knight Rises.
I approve.
Which is fantastic.
I do not. I can't do it now. It's fucking recording. Anyway, fuck it.
Actually, that wasn't bad.
That wasn't Bane. So, that no. Yeah. Anyways, it's podcast times. What do you guys want to talk about?
I bought a Vita.
Yes, you did.
Here it is for you video watchers.
I want your Vita.
Turned off Vita. He is currently pointing it at the screen,
it's
and he is handling it with his
totally
left and right arm, poking it with his right arm.
It's on.
His arm?
It is now being pointed back at the
You
screen.
swipe up and down to
Showing
get
a
between
lovely
pages.
amount of images and or video products, as well as detailed information.
Man, you have a weird
He's now looking back at it.
announcer voice.
Dropping
Sounds
it
like
down
you sounds like the lady who shows you the demonstrations on the plane.
No, this is
if you look to the left,
no, it's the video. They don't ever listen to politics stuff, and then there's a different language, and you have that other lady sitting in the bottom right corner, and he is currently talking about politics of the types of people who you are
Either that or
allowed
you're
to
playing-
attack
Why have
in
you
the
ever
street.
watched politics?
did you just fall asleep to Ontario legislation?
No.
Just
No.
really, really shitty cable.
Yeah. Sure. So what have you guys been playing? What have guys been playing this week?
A lot of stuff on my Vita.
Really?
I got the Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified edition.
How worth it
for
was that
$200 on Black Friday
for that game?
That I don't know what to think about that game. People say it's really bad, but at the same time, it kind of pulls off a mobile Call of Duty, but I don't know. The
You're a
levels are
little
really
ashamed to be
short,
playing it?
and I don't know. It's
Who's it made by? Who?
nihilistic.
Didn't they do the?
They did the Resistance one, yeah. Resistance Burning Skies, I think is the name of it.
I just want to stop you for 1 second. In case anybody is watching the video version, you're wondering what the hell I'm playing in the top right. It is Katamari, beautiful Katamari for the Xbox
360.
360.
Tray 60.
Trizzle.
Xbox Trizzle.
Yeah. Yeah. I was looking for a certain level. Anyway, so you were playing Tama Black Ops?
Yeah, I haven't played it all that much. I have one trophy in it for starting the single player. I'm not sure why that trophy's in there, but anyways.
The trophies, do they sync to PS3 and PS Vita?
Yeah, it's all together on my account.
Cool.
So if you went to my if you went to compare trophies with me, you would see Vita trophies in there.
Oh, really? Do they have a?
There's actually
icon?
2 sets for PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale, and I currently have more trophies on the Vita version than I do on the console version.
Really? Even after I got Hayachi to level 65 or something?
You did that on Richo's console.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
Oh, that was on Riccio.
Yeah, because that was here.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I thought we signed into your account though.
No, you can't. PS3s are weird, and you can't really do that.
Migrate account.
Plus, they changed it now so that instead of having 5 PS3s and 5 mobile devices that you can activate your PSN ID on,
Yeah.
it's now 2 and 2.
Really?
Yeah.
What about if you had old ones on it? Did they lose it?
You can deactivate it, but if you've got I've got it on my PSP Go and this Vita, so if I bought say another Vita, I would have to go and find my PSP Go and deactivate it, and then I could activate my second Vita.
That's weird.
I find that weird because I think I may have let somebody else use my stuff at some point down the line.
Well, then if you get
Previously in the past.
another PS3, you might be
fucked.
in some trouble.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm sure there's some stuff that customer service can do about it, but
Even still.
I feel like I think when they did the change, I think what happened is they asked you to sign in and you had to verify something. Mm-hmm. And I feel like when they did that change, a lot of stuff that even I got from some other people stopped working. So it's possible that they reset that.
So whoever
counter.
you let use your account before just doesn't have it anymore.
It's possible.
Yeah, that's probably very plausible.
Which I hope, because that would really suck if, because they've made this change, I go and get another PS3, let's say if mine fries or some terrible thing
Or you
happens.
just want a second one.
Or I just want a second one for some reason. Yeah, just,
You want one upstairs in your room.
if I want to have 2, but I want to be able to compare them constantly, then... No, but yeah, I hope that's the case. Although I've heard some people that said that they've called in and they've been able to somehow verify it and do it because...
Well, yeah,
the
I'm
Sony
sure if you called them, they could do something easily, wipe all activated devices off this account, and I'll just re-download everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that if ever that's the case, they don't ask you like, well, I'd really appreciate it if you sent us your busted PS3 so we can really verify it's really broken. You're not just cheaping us. I'm pretty sure that's how they sound when you call them. It's exactly. I think that's the voice I was doing last time too, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was. I think that was the Microsoft support voice.
No, it's Sony. Things are changing here.
Just amalgamated into one. You actually have the same call center.
All this like limited account stuff is weird.
Yeah, I don't, why do you want to limit it so much, I guess?
Well, on the Xbox One, it's like it'll work wherever you are so long as you're signed into your profile.
Yeah.
And then
on the Wii
console
is the
that you
best.
initially buy it on, it registers it to that console so it can be played offline when your profile isn't signed in.
Yeah.
That seems like the best solution.
Very
To me,
logical.
because that means you can play your content anywhere. And then, say you've got like a family Xbox and then like your Xbox, you can download everything to the family one so that everyone can access it offline. And then you're just always online on yours. Like it's, there's workarounds and stuff you can do with that.
Yeah.
Or like if you only play like a certain game on certain console, but like everyone plays it, like say there was DLC for Beautiful Katamari and like
Yo, there's DLC for Beautiful Katamari.
is there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. I think
But
so.
you buy that on like someone else's console because they always play Beautiful Katamari, and then you can still use that when you're at home, but then they can use the DLC. It's
Yeah.
a perfectly fine method of doing it, but no one else uses that.
I
for
feel
some
like
reason.
whenever we have the next consoles, if everything goes a bit more downloadable friendly, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to find out some way to do it. Because imagine if someone buys their entire library on it, it's like, oh, your Xbox broke like 3 times. Fuck it, you gotta
buy everything.
Well, I know for the Xbox it won't happen because like they already
They've
have
already
it.
got that
Yeah,
stuff
they've already
figured
but I
out.
mean, like PlayStation, for example, it'd be like, Ian, fucking probably just buy everything over again, please. It'd be really great.
Yeah, because they never had to deal with the massive amount of return.
Well, I don't know why they changed it
units.
from 5.
Yeah, it seems really odd to me that they would.
Like, were people really abusing it that much? Do you think?
Yes, because you'd have stuff like, for example, like the Black Ops Season Pass. That thing is like $50.
Oh, yeah.
You'd buy it, and you're like, well, there's 4 people who's got it free for now. So what they do is
Actually,
they make
I guess with the advent of season passes, that makes sense.
But
'cause
what
that's
happened is like, you know, people like Kijiji or talk on forums. They'd chip in, they'd start up like a separate PSN ID.
Yeah.
They'd buy it, take off the credit card, and then let 4 people download on it. And so you could essentially like buy something and then charge people a lesser price to technically get it for free yourself.
Yeah,
So
I know
there was
people
all
who have
sorts
done
of
that.
weird shit that was going on.
But
with
now
it,
that it's only 2, that's like you kind of don't want to share that with anyone because you've just got your one, and then
Yeah.
I don't.
it's weird.
I don't know. It's very weird.
But speaking of something that you kind of mentioned, I know you mentioned Beautiful Katamari and the weird thing I'm currently playing. Have you guys ever played a Katamari game before?
Never. I have never actually touched
I have
one.
messed around in like demos of them, but I've never
Is it fun?
just played a full
It's
game.
it's really fun. It's essentially you start as a ball and you pick up like little things like, oh look, I'm getting like coins and stuff, and then you go pick up like, yo, I'm picking up like cereal boxes and crayons, and yo, now I'm picking up like cats and dogs and humans and cars and buildings and fucking yeah, it's just kind of it's really insane.
Yeah.
that
no.
that sense of like always
Getting bigger.
and just like eating the things that were obstacles to you previously is just fantastic.
Big old spoiler to those who are watching. If I'm playing this, I kind of decided to go straight up to the final level. So for those of you watching, you're gonna get a nice little video treat by the time I'm done with this level, if I'm able to do it properly here. But
Speaking of Katamari, one of the reasons I bought the Vita was because of they added PlayStation Plus to it.
Yep.
And so with PlayStation Plus this month, if you own a Vita, you get 6 free games. Those games are the Jet Set Radio remake,
Okay.
Wipeout 2048. What's another one here? Oh, Final Fantasy Tactics: War of the Lions.
Okay.
Uncharted.
Uncharted Golden Abyss, Gravity Rush, and this fantastic indie game that's only on the Vita called Mutant Blobs Attack.
Oh yeah,
I've heard about that.
And that is essentially a 2D platforming Katamari. Really.
Wow.
Really?
And it's actually really awesome. I finished it yesterday.
When you say 2D, like how you gotta explain that to me, because
Yeah, I don't.
do you walk around and stuff sticks to you, or like how does it? Or the
you
worlds get
consume it because you are a blob attacking humanity.
bigger? Oh, and it's side scrolling.
Yeah.
How does that?
So
You'll
it's
have
like-
to
What do you mean?
like
show that to me somehow. I can't picture like something going sideways and consuming and getting bigger, but like what kind of art style is it? Super cartoony, I guess.
Yeah, not like kind of weird stylized blockiness like Katamari, but it's like I
Okay.
guess it is actually kind of in a way.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, I can't see that.
It
I understand the concept of it, but I can't picture it in my head.
And how much would that normally be if you had to buy it?
$7.99.
Okay, so that's pretty cool. So technically,
I would say it's a sequel to a game on the PS3.
Oh, okay.
Which I never played.
Never heard of
and
it.
I don't know if it plays the same way or
another
if it's
downloadable
different.
or like a huge.
Yeah, downloadable.
Okay.
So it might be worth checking out that game considering how much fun I had with this one.
I would say that for the PlayStation Plus stuff, the fact that you get Uncharted Golden Abyss, which apparently is an okay game, and Gravity Rush, which is apparently also an okay.
Well, apparently
but very
those
fun
two games are going to be the ones that they're like leaving on Plus for like
a long time,
the year or whatever.
Oh, wow.
So whenever you sign up, you're going to have those two games for your Vita.
That's not bad.
Pretty
kick-ass. But then they're going to keep swapping out the other 4.
Considering the retail price of the Uncharted game is like
Rush?
$30.
They both are.
So that
those
pays
two
for
games
it right there.
Pays for PlayStation Plus, yeah. The point to come back to after that is, of course, that you don't own the games.
No, but so long as you keep your subscription up, which if you're continuing
I have
to
already like satisfied my $50 that I spent on the Euro Plus that I bought when I got my Vita.
Nice.
That's like, yeah.
Do you think when the Do you think when the new consoles come out that the Plus will roll over into the new consoles, or do you think they're going to be a separate?
I can see them wanting to do that, but with a launch console, that's a little weird.
Well, like think about it. You had the rollover between Xbox Live, between the original Xbox and the 360, and those people who I believe had the live accounts, they rolled over.
Well, that was a different thing because a lot of the purchases you made on the Xbox One couldn't actually carry over in any way, shape, or form. I mean, you could put the games back in and download them.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they'll like let you download those games again to the PlayStation 4.
Yeah,
like I have no doubt of that. I just meant like as a service.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Do you think they're going to continue to have like the Plus that if I buy it, I guess now might not be the. I guess, yeah. So if I buy it today, in a year's time when the new consoles are out,
if there's still Plus on them, I'm pretty sure
will my Plus still roll over to the PS4 or whatever the hell they call it?
I am confident that it will, but continuing on from that point, when they are trying to continue to offer free games as a part of that service, it's going to be a little weird doing that on a launch console when there's probably going to be 20 games available and they have to make a couple of those free every month.
I probably wouldn't see that on the new consoles.
Yeah.
What they would do, if anything, is they'd offer some of the PSN titles or PS3 titles to play on it, but I would say more like a PSN or Xbox Live Arcade titles, like the tiny things that you'd get. Mm-hmm. For example, like if the 360 would have launched, you would have gotten.
Well, maybe the
Geometry
PlayStation
Wars
4 is going to be totally backwards compatible, and you'll just be able to play all those games you've had on PS Plus the entire time.
I don't know that it'll be completely backwards compatible
because we don't know anything about it.
No, but the reason why is because of the actual OS architecture will be different because they're supposedly x86 based consoles, not the weird cell architecture. So the games would have to be completely reprogrammed again.
I'm sure if they absolutely thought it was something that they really wanted, they'd find a way to do it. Like some sort of weird kind of
running it in a shell or something.
The success that they have been having with PlayStation Plus currently, there's no way they're just going to abandon that service. They're going to figure something out.
Yeah, but
I think Devin's talking about like just actual backwards compatibility.
Like I don't know that all those games that were originally for PS3 and everything like that will be.
I'll put it this way: if they've managed to make the PS3 that slim right now, if anything, they can be like, "Yo, we're just gonna throw some PS3 fucking technology into your PS4 just so it plays old shit. What's up?" And they'll just put like whatever's important.
They did with the PS3 for the PlayStation 2.
Yeah, they had like the motion
dual
chip or whatever.
Yeah, it was the dual chipped systems, which is the one that I've got.
Yeah,
which is real good.
Yeah.
PS2 games.
So, have you played it? How many of those have you actually played, though, Dan?
I got about 2 chapters into Uncharted. I played the tutorial of Gravity Rush because I actually had no fucking idea what that game was.
Okay.
And it's actually kind of like as far as I can tell, it's like this third-person platforming puzzling type game. I finished Mutant Blob's Attack.
Oh, yeah?
And that final level has a very similar vibe to this that is happening on screen right now.
So
except it's a lot more evil because Katamari's just like, oh, fun, and nothing really matters. But Mutant Blobs is like, yo, I am killing everyone.
Okay, that got dark real quick.
I just want to point out that
that's how the whole game is. The entire objective of the first world is to get big enough so you can start eating humans.
I just want to say that I started off this level picking up crayons. I am now picking up like fucking islands. and almost continents.
It was honestly hilarious.
Yeah, Mutant Blob's attack ends in a fantastic way, and it's a similar vibe to this, but I don't know if this is going to go as far as Mutant Blob's attack goes. So, yeah, I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, I'll probably. I'll
That's
check
worth
it
it for $7.99, and I'm wondering if the
PS3 version?
the PSN version is like the one on the PS3.
Yo,
is
if you get that on the
different
PSN,
or the same,
you
or...
should tell me what your one shareable console is, and I'll take it. I'll be your shareable console, dude.
I don't even know. I don't know anything about that other game. It's like it could be totally different gameplay. Like it could not be the same game at all. I have
Kind
no
of
idea.
like Pixel Junk, where like everything's different.
Yeah, that's what it could be.
Like
I don't know. I know nothing about the game. I don't know if it costs like $7.99 like this one, or if it's like a $50 game. I don't got shit.
I would say it's not a $50 game, so I think I would have heard about it if it would have been actual like. Actually, I don't know.
A retail release.
So when you said Mutant Blobs, for some reason I thought it was a version of that the actual Blobs game that came out for 3DS or something. Like it was like a Boy and His Blob thing.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
I thought it was that. I was like, oh, okay, well, it's like Boy and His Blob, but no. Then you're like,
Why
yo,
are
it
you
eats
this-
things and gets bigger. I'm like, whoa.
Why are you the Sony
And no,
rep?
this is like a malicious, like I want to destroy all of humanity blob that you're just like going around killing people, and yeah,
Where did the blob come from?
it's like a really dark side-scrolling Katamari. That's what it is.
I kind of really want to play this now.
Where did the blob come
It's
from?
only on Vita, so
I will take your Vita, like from you,
So what's the problem?
away from what you're able to reach.
So Dan,
yeah.
now that you have your Vita and
Yes.
you seem to be enjoying it quite immensely, would you recommend getting one myself?
If you pick up PS Plus and get those games, absolutely.
On sale? Like you mean? Like if you would you say it's even worth it at full price, or like wait for it to be on sale like Boxing?
Well, I
Week
mean,
or-
I got it with the Call of Duty bundle, which was only $50 off,
Okay.
and it came with a 4 gig memory card. But I bought a 32 gig memory card just because I knew I wanted to go all digital on this stuff.
Yeah.
especially if you're going PlayStation Plus, yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
makes sense.
So I currently have an extra 4
Smart
gig.
tactics.
I currently have an extra 4 gig memory card if either of you guys get a Vita and that's all you want. But
So
I'd
well, it
probably-
always comes with the 4 gig, doesn't it?
No,
no,
it does
only the
not.
bundles do.
Yeah.
Ah,
I
that's cheap.
probably, if I was going to get one, I would get the 32 anyways.
Yeah,
Just because I will not buy disc games. I would just buy.
well, they're little cartridges. I'm actually gonna take this.
Or, you know what I mean? I would not buy retail ones. I would just
I should put a
download everything.
3DS cart into your PSP Vita and see what
I
happens.
really don't think it would fit.
I
It just
think
might-
if
you
we
might
use
break the card
hammers,
slot.
if we use the hammers, Dan.
Just starts yelling and screaming.
There, I'm trying to show on the camera. I don't know if it takes. That's the size of the PS Vita card.
Yeah, it's about the same size as an SD card.
Yeah. But Sony always does that really weird thing where they,
The memory cards are even they're tinier than micro SDs.
yeah, no, they don't play nicely with anybody else. Like they could easily have just designed it so that you could put them on SD cards, but
Yeah,
why would they want to play nice? They're Sony.
I don't know. The free space I have, especially with all my old PSP digital games that I have with, and the freedom I have with that 32 gig card is.
How big are
worth-
the downloads?
It depends on the game. I mean, Uncharted is almost 4 gigs.
Holy
So
shit.
that wouldn't fit on a 4 gig card. Gravity Rush is 2 point something. PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale is 2.3. And this is a portable PS3 essentially, so everything has to install
Yeah.
when you get it. So everything's going to take up a little bit of space on your console regardless. Wipeout 2048 isn't actually that big. Also, it's fantastic, and if you own the PS3 version of Wipeout HD
Yeah.
and its add-on,
Yeah.
you get the campaigns downloadable for free for 2048.
Oh wow.
So I can currently play all the content of HD, Fury, and 2048 on my Vita.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, man. That's
That's actually kind of cool.
And it adds all those maps and
Is there multiplayer? That's
cars into the multiplayer, yeah.
How it still uses
There's also a
everything-
multiplayer campaign, apparently, which I haven't touched.
Does it use the same PSN friends list as your console version?
Yep.
so it just links
I don't
your
know if
ID
I would
perfectly.
like that, because I think if you'd want to be able to separate who has Vitas and add more people. Let's say
You can
who have-
tell because if you looked on my friends list right now, looked on me on your friends list right now,
yeah,
I
it
should
would say have like a little Vita icon.
No, but it when you're on the PS3, you can make your you can choose your background color, right?
Yeah.
But what that's actually choosing is your banner. So anyone that has a Vita can actually choose these game specific banners. So I have a light blue one with Patapon dudes
Oh, okay.
all over it. So if you looked on my profile on your PS3 right now, you would see that, and you can only change those on a Vita.
Huh.
So that's kind of the way you can distinguish yourself.
That's not too bad. Okay, but from what I meant is like, for example, it sounds like really kind of.
This looks like this is going in a very similar direction to the Blob.
Nice.
Game.
Well, I don't want to sound like I'm the shit, but on PS3 because I stream, I get a shit ton of friends requests. Yeah. And I'd hate that let's say if I got a Vita and let's say I wanted to play something online on it, I don't know what else I would really play online for it right now, but say I want to play something online, I'd have to try and add friends, but then I would have to get rid of people who I have on the PS3 who maybe probably 100% don't have Vitas, and
maybe you can kind of tell because you'll see every game has a live area,
but it's
when
not
you click into it.
But it's not so much that But it's not so much I wouldn't be able to tell who is who. It's that I would be limited to now I gotta start deleting people who only have PS3s because I want to get Vita friends as well.
Well, you could make another account. I mean, that's always
okay. That's true. That is
make
true.
A Vita
use it to just buy Vita games.
That is true. Well, then it depends if like PlayStation Plus. But yeah, I see what you mean though.
But then you just get like, you can just put the other account also on your PS3.
I'm trying to break you.
You can put that other account also on your PS3.
Okay. Fine then. You win. Yeah, I guess so, because it's not really time. What the fuck?
This is fantastic. You're picking up tectonic plates now.
Picked up Australia, Antarctica.
Anyways,
Christ. So I want to pick one up. I think I'm gonna probably pick one up for like boxing.
Well, like with PlayStation Plus and the free game that I got with it, I have 9 games.
Wow.
And I bought Persona 4 Golden.
Yes.
So,
which is something that I would
that's
actually
the one game that I actually purchased for it.
Wouldn't mind picking up.
Yeah,
Persona
that's
4
$40.
Golden.
But like they have a wide range of like, even though the Vita game selection is kind of limited right now, sorry, chat and talking about Katamari.
I'm just picking up.
This is going in an identical direction to the end of the Blobs game.
Oh my god.
FYI. Except with malicious intent, of course. This is just like,
yay,
we're picking
hilarious.
up stars. The Blob is like, I'm killing the whole universe right now. Anyways.
Surprise.
Yeah, well, this is... they clearly took influence from Katamari, if this is the ending of Beautiful Katamari.
Yeah, holy crap.
I told you guys, the game's fucking sweet.
Man, I really want to play this game now.
But yeah, there's all the PSP games that they've had available digitally before. Even some of them that like aren't compatible with Vita. If you download them to your PS3 and then use the content manager to do a transfer, you just picked up a Constellation.
Yeah.
Shit.
You can transfer most PSP games to the Vita and they'll just work, regardless of whether they're compatible with it or not.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. So that's awesome. The content manager is also great because you can like sync with your computer over Wi-Fi, so you don't have to like move around your one USB cable and plug it into your computer and like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's real nice.
I'm still waiting for the PSV to actually have video out that apparently either works, or for them to put the connector out that makes it work.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing, because I'm gonna see if I can show this on the camera again. But there, on the very top of the Vita, there is the game card slot, and then in between the game card slot and the volume buttons, there is a port that currently no accessories exist for, and Sony has not explained what it is.
It's most likely the video out. It's probably just a modified HDMI.
But I've been reading forums and stuff, and people have been saying that like every time they're demoing a Vita on stage and there's video of the Vita playing like on a projector or something, there's something plugged into that slot. So the video out clearly exists. Maybe they're not just selling it to consumers yet for whatever reason, because I'd spend like $40 on that cable if I could just play the Vita games on my TV when I was at home. Like, there's no...
Just to obsolete out the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
Yo, you don't need your PS3 anymore because we just offered this cable to go with their Vita, which is a portable PlayStation 3.
The games actually look incredibly good. So far, the best looking one is Wipeout 2048.
I wonder what the frame rate is running at on the Vita.
This is going to sound really dumb. Is it a Retina display thing, or is it...
No, it runs at like 980 by something.
But can you, like, if you start it, can you visibly see, like, some pixelage, or...
Depends on the game.
Okay, so... Okay.
Wipeout's always moving fast and stuff, but
so
you can't see...
Cool.
Like, it looks
like
better than the PlayStation 3 version, quite frankly.
Wow, really?
Yeah, because you can actually play the PlayStation 3 levels in that, and they look noticeably different from...
I think it's because you notice jagged edges and shit. like jagged edges when you play on the PS3 version. So maybe it's just because everything looks like nice and smooth and awesome. Maybe it looks better on the Vita.
Maybe.
My guess. I don't know. I haven't actually still.
I like
seen that
I like
Vita,
the way
so.
they've contextualized the 2048 like story, because 2048 is apparently the first year they started racing in the like Wipeout vehicles. So like the really like the like F-Zero cars basically. I don't know how to explain what they are. They're like hovercraft jet things.
Yeah.
Right? But so instead of being like in HD or Fury or any of the old Wipeout games where it's all like weird sci-fi built tracks and stuff, it's like some of that, but then you're like racing under like on like grass because or like actual roads because they just started this type of event.
Oh, cool.
So you get into these more interesting environments because they're using like existing human architecture and incorporate them into the tracks.
Really badass.
Yeah.
See, the other ones have always just been like metal
and
places. And
yeah.
But you have that too if you have Wipeout HD and Fury. You can race on all of them.
So I just want to point out in this game we've been playing, I failed because I did not make a Katamari big enough to plug a black hole. So. That's what happened.
Logic.
But
we found this giant black hole. We
someone
need
in the chat
plug
points
it.
out that the Vita
runs
resolution is 960 by 544.
It's a weird resolution.
It's proper widescreen though for whatever
Like proper
that counts
16
for.
by 9.
I believe so.
Is there anything
It looks widescreen
that you are so far incredibly excited to either pick up for the Vita or whether it's already out or is maybe coming out soon? Anything that you're kind of like, yo, so totally make it worth like even more.
It's weird. I kind of have all those games. I mean, I Liberation, Assassin's Creed is kind of something that I do want to play for, which leads into the only non-Vita thing I played this week, which was finishing Assassin's Creed 3.
Okay.
Because when I got along those lines of like, I should buy Assassin's Creed Liberation, and then I was like, I haven't fucking finished Assassin's Creed 3 yet. Don't start buying extra Assassin's Creed games that you also will not play at this rate.
Yeah.
So I went and I rolled through all of Assassin's Creed 3.
How many hours
Friday
did you
night.
put into it?
I have no idea.
Like
because
less or more than 20. Like if I could sit down in 2 or 3 days, which I plan on doing.
I would say that it's less than 20, except
Really?
Now I've been kind of like teasing you guys with like I haven't talked about what I feel about Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah.
Fuck that game.
Really?
Yes. It's so the later levels you get into, like it deleted my tomahawk just like out of my hands mid-mission like 3 or 4 times.
Really?
And then I couldn't attack anyone.
Like,
Weird.
Like glitched it out?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Like, if I may know, was this before or after the Thanksgiving update, that huge thing they put out? Would you know?
It was this weekend.
Was this weekend?
It would be after then. It would be after the patch.
Oh no, I think it actually came out on the weekend because the PC version came out on Tuesday.
Well, it patched before I play it and not during. Like I didn't all play it all in one session.
Oh, okay.
Well, but before that, it's been a while since you've played it, though, right?
Yeah.
So they've had more than one huge patch. Because I wonder if a lot of that stuff was fixed. Because I mean, the PC version has all the fixes that were in that huge Thanksgiving update, but the 360 and PS3 didn't have it yet until they pushed out that huge one. And I think there's even still another one coming. So I'd like to know if like the issues that you had.
But there were so many. I can't even
are we talking like
all.
Like fully full on break and immersion?
Yeah, like failing
off.
missions because there's one mission where you're supposed to stop 6 people from advancing in the environment.
All right.
And I stopped 5 of them and then went to stop the 6th one. 2 times in a row this happened where the counter just didn't tick up to 6 and I could not complete the mission. So, like, putting me into weird fail states because it's glitchy. That's, like...
Other than actual glitches, though, like... I heard some people complaining at the...
No, but also the story and the gameplay, fuck all of it.
Really?
I don't... Yes.
Really? Like, did they...
The gameplay sequences they put you into, the story that they use to try and justify them, fuck all of that.
Really? Okay, now you're not making...
It's actually making me more and more excited to actually play it.
No, I'm...
It's like, no, I gotta see this. I gotta see this.
It's making me, like, not want to play it. Like, it just makes me want to replay Brotherhood again.
The thing is that the other Assassin's Creed, you kind of, like, wanted to do all that side stuff and everything.
Yeah.
At the certain point when I said I wanted to finish it this weekend,
yeah.
I just went through everything. I didn't stop for any side stuff. It was just main mission, main mission, main mission, main mission. And that's why I'm pretty confident I spent way less than 20 hours.
The funny thing is that when I played Brotherhood, granted I was trying to play it in like some sort of rushed state. I've kind of enjoyed the secondary stuff that you could do, like going to find extra armors and stuff.
None of that is even essential or mentioned or anything.
That's fine. It wasn't in Brotherhood either. Well, mentioned maybe, I don't know.
But the thing that I'm wondering is like...
hold on.
Go ahead.
But I played through it, and I kind of hated that stuff in 2. I hated it in Brotherhood, and I hated it in Revelations to the point where I didn't do it, and I skipped it, and that made it way more fun for me.
Really?
I wonder if I'm going to miss that, or if the fact that I won't even see it, or be... Now that I know that I don't even really have to do any of that shit in this one as well, if I'm just going to enjoy it again because of that.
Yeah, maybe you will.
But did you normally do like all the side quests and
only in 2 and Brotherhood? Okay. I stopped doing all of them in Revelations mainly because I started doing a bigger gamer score one, which is collect all the books. And at the time doing it, I hadn't like read forums or anything on this game. That achievement is glitched, and I couldn't.
What constitutes as a side quest for you? Like any of the hidden
anything that is
armor
not
thing, or
anything that is not like.
But I mean, like simple things, like for example, in 2 and Revelations or whatever, like Borgia Towers or the other tower things.
Borgia Towers are not. That's not second.
Borgia Towers are also the only thing that I do, no matter what, is get those like site
high
points.
Yeah. Even that shit to me is secondary. That is side quest to me. Yeah.
Yes, it's absolutely a side quest, but I do it just because it's mandatory. Climbing the towers.
Yeah, I want to see the map.
I was just curious.
Specifically necessary.
But 3 uncovers
I didn't do anything else.
Yeah, okay.
So
that's fine. So I'm curious now, because I bought the deluxe edition, so I'm gonna get the season pass with all this single player stuff to it. So I wonder if any of that's gonna. Well, first I wonder if they're gonna do it like the old Assassin's Creed way, where it's gonna be stuffed in the single player that you'll kind of be like, oh look, now you can go talk to this person if you want to, even though it doesn't make sense with the story.
Maybe it will, and I would care about that stuff. I've played the Assassin's Creed 2 one. I own the Brotherhood DLC, the Da Vinci Disappearance thing, but I haven't played it.
Da Vinci Disappearance was pretty okay.
I never played it. So.
It put him.
You don't sound very convincing.
I'm trying to say it, but I don't want to sound bad by this. But they may. I don't know if Leonardo da Vinci was gay, but he's gay in that.
Or he's rumored that he's gay, like in real, like
with a lot of stuff that he says. And that's what I'm saying is I don't know if that's exactly like what happened. Because it was just weird. I was like, whoa, did Ubisoft just try and put it?
Ubisoft is pretty like up and up on their history and stuff, though.
They're really good about it, but
especially some stuff that I've been seeing from Assassin's Creed 3, like either pictures or some sort of stories that have been written, and then how they play off a lot of those sequences as actual, or sorry, they play out a lot of those events as sequences in the game, but like to the T, like exactly everything is.
Well, didn't they have the full-on like Boston Massacre in it? Like,
yes,
and wasn't it done
historically accurately?
Yeah, historically accurate, where you just kind of happen to be there.
That's the weird thing about it, is that's kind of like every single fucking quest in that game.
It's like just you kind of happen to just
you
roll
and the
on.
Templars just happen to be involved in everything, and that is kind of how it's always been, really.
Yeah, no.
Except, I guess these things are in a time when history was better recorded.
Yeah, so that you can't take as much leeway with.
Well, I mean, then again, there's all these like, even the stuff from like Brotherhood, where like they contextualize everything into fitting in with what's known about these characters. So like everything with Cesare. Mm-hmm. Is like everywhere that you see him in that game is like a documented time where he was, even to the point where he dies.
Really?
Yeah. Like if you go and look up stuff about him, like everything is like, it's all been done exactly the same throughout the entire series. I don't know why it's weird in this one. I think it's just because I don't like Connor as a character.
If you were to describe him with 4 words, what would you describe him as?
He is a giant pushover.
Like he pushes people over, or people just tell him stuff and knows to do it?
The second one.
Okay. What I hate so far is that the way the game has started with the story, I won't say that I'm not interested, but I kind of hated how it seemed almost like the story was... Granted, with a lot of stuff that happens at the start that I don't want to explain, like, it makes sense for it to be like that. But it seems like one of those, like, yo, stick it to the man because they're doing, like, everything bad for, like, all this people trying to, like, take care of stuff. But I get that that's totally how it was back then.
Yeah.
Like, but it's just... It seems like such a more... I mean, with the Templars and everything, it kind of makes sense that that's the stance that the games will take. It just still... I don't know. Something felt really off with the reason why...
He joined the assassin?
Not that he joined, but just the reason people are going out and killing people. And especially because you're not as assassin yet, and then people... Like, you're still being taught by Achilles or whatever how to be an assassin. And I'm just, like, going into town, murdering everybody. I'm like, whatever. And, like, nothing is having some sort of impact. They're just like, yeah, he didn't... Even to the point where you learn how to... Like, in Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood and all that stuff, you could hire those people, like, bribe them to say, like, things that aren't real. Or put... you in, or make you sound like someone who's not actually an assassin.
Yeah.
Well,
you just bribe them to stop talking
yeah,
about the assassinations, and
when
then that lowers your
when you're shown
wanted
that
rating.
I was like fighting roughly 50 or like not 50 maybe like 20 guards, and then this dude's running next to me. He's like, he didn't do nothing, he's not killing anybody, what are you talking about? And I'm like stabbing people in the face, like clearly, and shooting people. I'm like, well,
yeah, but that would also be always the way it's been. Like, you can stab a guard right in front of that dude, and everyone can see you do it.
But
then you just go pay him, and then
but no, okay. But what I'm I didn't explain that properly. I mean, the game kind of starts off and lets you free to do things before the story's not really started, and it's still like, yo, be free.
So you're saying
still
theoretically,
being
where Connor should be apprehensive about murder.
He's not.
He
He's
is
just
not.
kind of like,
yeah.
yo, I'm just going to murder these 12 people. Yo, what's up?
But not only that, it's just... I've been playing for like 4 hours maybe, and I'm still being tutorialized and taught things about Connor. It's like, okay, like, get me into where the story actually matters, because you're still teaching him stuff. I know it's going to lead...
It never fucking matters, is what I'm telling you.
Yeah, I know, but... Well, I don't know, but I mean...
The thing that I heard...
I just wanted to start. It's taken a really long time.
The thing that I've heard from
It never starts.
From people
That's terrible.
who've played it is that a lot of the side stuff is fucking pointless. Like,
I didn't do it, so maybe it is. I did a lot of the liberation missions at the
port stuff,
beginning of Boston.
Yeah.
Because that's the first area of the city that you get. And I stopped doing them after a while because it made no fucking difference. Because the dudes are going to shoot you when you're on the roofs anyways.
You know,
yeah.
You know how you build that, like, cottage thing?
Yeah, the homestead.
Homestead, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Does that actually do anything cool? Because that was literally the last thing
that
I
can
played.
do, like, that's how you get, like, the
Money
weapons
and-
and stuff. And you can do crafting and get different things.
So I just got that. That was the last thing that I played, and I got introduced to that. And I was kind of curious, like, okay, this seems like it'll be really cool to kind of build this up.
It's like the Assassin's Creed 2 home. Like,
oh yeah.
Okay.
The mansion,
Villa.
the Villa Montergioni.
Yeah.
that small city that's outside.
Yeah,
the
it's
village.
like that
hungry
where
when
it's
you
just
say
this
it.
like isolated place that you keep going back to, and you can keep building it up and find stuff to bring back to it. And
what do I want to mention? Oh yeah, so
it's there if you want to do it, but you don't need to.
So if you're saying the game's already busted and the story's kind of crap, what makes me sad is to people who've been buying it on the PC right now, I feel extra bad for them, especially people who apparently have AMD systems.
Oh yeah.
The game runs like crap on it, to the point where I've had people tell me and read on the forums, because the forums are exploding with this stuff. And people get like 4 or 5 frame rate, while somebody on an NVIDIA with the exact NVIDIA card and maybe an ATI CPU, not ATI, Intel CPU, get like constant 60 or maybe like less frame drops and all that shit. Like, it runs like crap for a lot of PC people. Even me, I'm using an Intel chipset and NVIDIA stuff, and it still runs like crap. And the only thing, after a week of people bitching about it, Ubisoft just posted like, okay, we're aware of this, we're gonna work on it. So now I'm just either waiting for them to put out the same kind of Jesus patch that they put out for Ghost Recon, or I don't know. But I'm also hearing that the multiplayer is now plagued with hackers, and it's just...
But here's the thing
worse.
I don't understand is, like, how do you not know that your game runs like that? Like, are you not doing any testing on different...
Well, I don't remember when I
chipsets and
started
cores
it
and
up.
shit?
I don't know if it
Well,
says
I'm pretty sure also
runs better on NVIDIA when you start it. I don't know.
Well,
I didn't pay attention.
I'm pretty sure there were pictures of it on the
Were there?
the latest NVIDIA card update thing.
Yeah,
You know,
all
they
that
always
stuff,
do that
yeah.
slider stuff. So
But-
I'm pretty sure it's an NVIDIA game as opposed to an AMD one.
But even still, like, there has to be some sort of quality assurance, I guess to say. Like, it doesn't matter how much money NVIDIA is dumping into it. You should still take into account the demographic that's running off of AMD and ATI chips. Like,
yeah, you're probably right, but
like,
Sleeping Dogs was the same way for people running NVIDIA cards.
Really, I had no problem with it.
Yeah, well, a lot of people did.
I was running an NVIDIA card.
Yeah, but it was something
An
about
ATI
like
card.
the 2 newest series or something like that. You would just be fucked.
Yeah.
The game was unplayable. So that was like a AMD Gaming Evolved played at the beginning of that game. Like that's.
I really hate how it does that. How it just completely screws over one. Like how you chose that company, you're fucked.
For this
like,
game,
I'm sure it's not on purpose. It's just like something that happens because they are working with the other manufacturer. But yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
Like, I know a growth in the industry for, like, I know an amalgamation between companies is not good, but even still at the same time, if you're fucking over, I don't know what the volume of AMD and ATI.
Well, the thing is that it's PC, so you're not really
Yeah.
fucking over people. There's always going to be fixes and workarounds.
True.
Yeah, like I'm bitching about Assassin's Creed right now, but it's going to be fixed in like a week or 2 or maybe a month because they always seem to get it out working. It's just that you have to wait for them to put out drivers and get all that stuff done. It just kind of sucks, but I don't know. To be honest, to get away from like...
Well, to be fair, it looks incredible on PC.
Yeah.
And kind of like ass on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Great.
But anyway, to get away from all this like system talk, is there anything else that you were playing other than Assassin's Creed, or is there anything you...
I just want to say one real quick thing about the graphics on the Xbox. It's really weird because everything about Connor is rendered perfectly and looks amazing and lifelike, and he can walk up to a fucking door that is a flat texture or like talk to people with just like terrible like N64 faces and like it's like if they had kept him rendered at the same level as everyone else, it probably wouldn't have been that noticeable.
That's literally what the PC version looks like, though. It's funny.
Well, does he look like even better? And then
Yeah.
Okay.
And everybody looks what he would probably look like on normal.
Yeah.
But it's funny because when you start it up and it asks you like, oh, what kind of graphics do you want to run on? And it only starts at normal. And Ubisoft went out and said like, we couldn't put it lower than a PC, so normal is the Xbox, lower than an Xbox, so normal is Xbox, and then you can only go up from there. So
yeah,
it's kind of funny.
But just
But Ubisoft has always been plagued by
I am
shitty
so
PC
disappointed in that game. The second most frustrating gameplay experience I have had in a game this year.
What was the first
I just
one?
want to say something. Somebody in the chat said N64 faces and like what you said. Yeah. I just picture like it turns around and it's like a golden eye thing with a block hand. And he's like, "You should go over there, Connor." And he's just like the square-fisted thing where he's pointing.
It may as well be. That's what I'm trying to say.
Get him! Like even the guards look like Minecraft people. It's like, well, this is fucked up. I don't even understand how this got past cert.
God, there's so many glitches.
Our Q&A tester is really fucking up.
But there is I would almost say it's the final gameplay sequence in that game. I spent maybe an hour trying to finish it because it would fail for glitches or because the level was poorly designed or different things would happen and like cause me to fall over and fail the mission and like get too far away from the guy and like I can't. That was just like
it doesn't sound too fun.
No, and then like the way the story finishes after that is just fucking terrible, and like that's in the middle of more terrible story, and
you sound like you're pissed off.
Wait, what are we talking?
I'm not.
Are we talking about Nightmare on North Point?
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
I don't mean to sound weird, but it's like I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
What are you playing?
That's like the worst thing that you should that like a parent would tell you. It's like, I'm not mad.
I know
that's. I'm just super disappointed in what you just like chose to do.
Because I want to like that game. I love the Assassin's Creed series, but like, why did you do this? It's so bad and glitchy.
Like, is it almost as like? I want to compare the ending to like the ending of 2, which was like, kind of seemed like they were just pulling out weird stops on it with the, if you know what I mean.
What do you mean?
Adding the whole.
You talking about the Ezio part or the?
Like the You know the ending of 2 where...
Yes. Well, that game's from 2009.
Okay, where they...
2008.
Wait, which game? Just normal 2?
Assassin's
Normal
Creed 2.
2.
Yes.
Standard 2. Where they just randomly, pull out the space part,
space with
solar
sci-fi.
flare bunker thing. Kind of
well,
was a weird ending like that, or like weird ending like?
Well, it's all.
I'm
I'm not talking about Desmond stuff. Even that is like whatever. I'm talking about the Connor story.
Okay.
That is fucked and stupid. And I wish that I could just scream out spoilers and explain exactly why I have a problem with it. But that game just came out on PC, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
That could be a dick move.
Yeah, I know.
You dick.
Move.
What? I don't understand, actually. I remember that's from something. I don't remember what that's from.
But yeah, like, it's just... I want it... I have a completely well thought out and, like, exactly explaining way to convey what I'm talking about, but you guys haven't finished it.
Well, then
Probably most of the podcast listeners haven't finished it.
I think I'm going to spend most of this weekend trying to go through as much of it, or at least next week trying to go through as much of it as I can. So at least maybe not on podcast, so we don't ruin it for anybody, but we can have a talk and be like, dude, I totally agree. Or, dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
If I get it, if I end up getting it tonight.
If you are someone who has played the previous Assassin's Creeds and you enjoyed the story in those, you're going to be like, what the fuck is going on here?
Really?
Yes.
So far, I felt that way, but I've also been really intrigued as to where it's actually going. Even though you say it's going
Let me put it
nowhere,
this way. That Sequence 3 thing that I got all hyped about and got you guys all hyped about,
Yeah.
that is the high point.
Oh, shit. Really?
Yes.
that may be...
It is an incredible high point, but it is like the highest point of that game.
I don't know.
I'm not sure how I
Well,
feel.
we'll have to
about
see
it.
what you guys think when you play it.
My how I reacted to that high point was, oh shit, okay. Just like I was totally like,
Well, maybe you're going to enjoy what happens then.
okay.
I like it. You said that with such like venom in your voice, Dan. Maybe you'll enjoy this.
Maybe you'll enjoy this piece of shit. That no, but I don't know. I'm still gonna play through it. I'm still gonna probably enjoy it. I don't know. I've enjoyed. People bitch at me because like, dude, I can't believe you enjoyed the Mass Effect ending. Well, it's like,
Well, here's the
fucking
thing.
liked it.
Like, you and I, Riccio, we aren't people to typically hate on games. Like, even like I'm sympathetic towards Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified, which is one of the lowest reviewed games of all time.
I'm gonna let you finish, but wow, that's an old one.
Yeah, what are you even doing anymore?
I don't know. I thought I'd bring it back.
And like, I think that's all right, but Assassin's Creed 3 just frustrates me to no end.
Really?
Didn't
Did
I wish
it
I could
review
soothe your
well?
pain. Yeah,
What?
it reviewed really well.
It reviewed really well.
Yeah, but
Maybe
like,
Dan. Maybe you, Dan,
Well,
are just enjoying the opposite of everything that reviews well. So, you enjoy terrible things.
I don't think that's it entirely.
I want to say that if you don't like Assassin's Creed 3, maybe you're gonna like Far Cry 3 because it's essentially like the same thing. I haven't actually played it, but
Skyrim with guns is what it's being
well,
compared
no,
to.
it's an open world thing, but it's exactly like Assassin's Creed where you have to go to towers to make part of the map appear. You have to go do side quests and missions and go through caves and stuff, just like Assassin's Creed, to find like extra items or all that stuff. It's pretty much first person Assassin's Creed,
but
with a cooler story. Vaas,
the thing,
Vaas,
yes,
Vaas,
okay, yes,
Vaas,
all right, okay.
Vaas.
I'm still talking about.
I'm
Assassin's
still selling
Creed.
it. Did I say Vaas enough?
Vaas-oline.
Vaseline. Anyway, sorry.
The stuff in Assassin's, this. I think that one of the reasons I'm most frustrated with Assassin's Creed is because of that final mission, like level design, and all the glitches
They
that
just
were in
assigned
the
it to, like,
back half of that game.
That first week dude at the Ubisoft's like, you do the last level. We don't know what to do anymore.
Everything that anyone has learned about gameplay design is like, don't make that fucking level. That's what they should show that level in like game dev courses to be like, don't fucking do this.
This is not a good thing.
Yes, that exactly. It's unreal especially the way that every other Assassin's Creed level is fucking built. Like,
Does it just like completely go off the?
I can explain it to you
So I'd
in
rather
a. No, I won't do it on the podcast. Just in case people are. I'm talking about after. I can try and like it's a chase sequence. Okay. But I can kind of explain in a little bit more detail without giving spoilers. But I don't want to do anything.
Is it like you get the mission and then it's like, hey, who has the gamepad? Who has the Wiimotes? And then the person on the gamepad has to be the evil bad guy running away, and the guys on the Wiimotes have to chase him down as assassins. And then when you get him, he goes to jail. Is that how you put it, Dan?
That would probably be more
That'd
entertaining.
be a pretty fucking cool game. You are the bad guy, and then it just like pick up the gamepad from Wii U, even though you're playing this on an Xbox, PS3, or PC.
Just plug it in. It'll work.
Let's go. I don't know. I'm still excited for the game. But anyways, to get away from Assassin's Creed, I think I haven't really pooped on it because I don't know what to say about it yet. I'm actually pretty enjoying it for the first 4 hours that I have.
I would honestly, like, if you guys came out of that final level with the way the story happens and the way the gameplay happens and told me that you enjoyed it.
You'd strangle us?
Yeah, I don't know what I would do.
Really?
Like, it's just like, just because I can't.
I'm going to call you when I
can't
do that,
possibly, like, conceive a way that anyone can, like, accept that. Like, I don't understand.
What I'm going to do is I'm going
It
to
reviewed well.
I'm going to take a bus somewhere far away so you won't know where I am, and I'm going to call you and be like, Dan, I enjoyed it. And then I don't know where you are. I'm going to find you. What is this? Find my iPhone friends. Just find it. It's going to kill you. Yeah, no.
No, it's not even that. I'll just be like, I don't understand you anymore. It'll just be like...
Or you'll know the iPhone code to blow up the phone into the side of my head, and just that'll be over. But
it just, if someone told me that was awesome gameplay and awesome story, I'd be like, you were fucking crazy.
You were
or
dumb.
Something. Like, it's just so disappointing.
Anyways, what else have you played this week, Dan?
Vita stuff.
Vita stuff?
A lot of Wipeout 2048, because that game I can play with no sound.
Nice.
Whereas all the other ones they're kind of like console games, so they're dialogue heavy and stuff, and I want to experience them. But
have you been playing on the bus a lot then?
Yes.
How does it do with glare?
I've never.
Like sun in the face?
It hasn't even.
No issue?
Nothing.
That is
Nothing.
Kind of good.
There's definitely reflection there, but
it's
I
like,
only
I'm just going to toss it a little bit more to the angle.
it's a portable system though, so it's just kind of like I'll just move my hands like 2 degrees and then it's fixed. The only time it's noticeable is the way I lie down on my bed and play at home. The way I hold it kind of directly puts the light on our ceiling in the center of the screen.
Okay.
And that really sucks, and I kind of have to move around to avoid that. But other than that, they're just not noticeable. So.
Okay. I was just curious.
Let me just quickly take a look and see if I have anything else to mention about this. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale is identical to the console version. So
okay.
If you were on the fence about buying one or the other, excuse me, the PS3 version does come with
the Vita version.
It's so good.
The PS3 version does come with the Vita version, so that's cool.
Does the Vita version come with the PS3 version?
No.
Oh, that's cheap.
Well, I do want to mention, and I mentioned it to you guys like twice now, but any PSP games that you play or any PS1 classics or not like non-Vita games that you play on this, because PSP didn't have the Vita's second control stick.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have the touchpad or the touch screen, you can program the analog stick to be pretty much any button combination or just another analog stick, and you can assign each corner of the touchscreen and each corner of the back touchpad to be any button you want. So you can get around all the weird control issues that pretty much every single PSP game had. So there is a Ratchet & Clank game, Size Matters, on the PSP.
Does it really?
I don't know. I'm not far enough into the game yet.
Okay. So I was just wondering. I thought maybe you had some inside scoop. Oh, fuck. Sorry. I don't have... I'm fucked. Have you ever been stuck in the African desert without any sort of needle to heal yourself?
And a shotgun.
And a shotgun? That is this sort of messy situation that I'm in. I'm gonna bust my neck. Whatever. I'm gonna stop playing this game.
Give me that.
Anyways,
It's over.
the weird control scheme in this is that you use the analog stick to move around, and you use R and L to rotate the camera. So all you go and you do is you access the like Vita programmable buttons menu, and you change the second analog stick to be L and R when you do either way, and then you're playing a dual stick Ratchet and Clank.
You're saying the back touch does this?
You could do it with a back touch. You could do it with the
on the
other
analog stick. Okay, right,
you could,
right.
You can do it anywhere, really.
That's actually pretty badass.
So you make every first-person shooter.
Well, you can fix
Like coded
every
ARM.
single control issue in old Vita games. In old PSP games, sorry.
Yeah, that's
And
pretty cool, actually.
yeah, it's brought new life to all these games I never thought I would play again because their controls are broken. Yeah, so that's a fantastic feature. I played Persona 4 Golden for about 6 hours, 2 of those being watching
Cutscenes.
pretty much.
It's really good though.
Yeah, it's I want to play more at every opportunity.
Nice.
But it's not something you can really like play on the bus because there's some weird content in there, and also you want to listen to it because
Yeah.
it's fully voice acted, except for like some smaller like when you talk to the shopkeeper, he doesn't say his whole like thing the
Spiel.
entire time, you know. But, and I played some Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified multiplayer.
Nice.
I played one campaign mission. The only real gripe I have about that campaign, you know, aside from the weird, like, it feels like, I want to say, like, swimmy. So you're trying to, like, aim at a dude, then you're aiming too far, and then you're trying to, like, constantly readjust until you can actually shoot him.
Yeah.
But aside from the weird control issues it has, the only gripe I have about the campaign is that there's no checkpoints. So if you die, you go back to the beginning of the mission.
That is very weird.
And I know it's been said online that the missions are maybe like, 5 minutes long, but I'm not that great a Call of Duty player. I like to take it slow and be taking cover, like pop out, shoot a couple guys, pop back in, wait for my health to recharge, reload my gun, pop out again. So the levels can take me maybe 10, 15 minutes, and to die in the last section and have to do that all again doesn't make me want to keep playing that game. So, yeah. I don't know. I have had no buyer's remorse over the system yet. I am
Nice.
totally pleased with it.
I still don't know. Like, I still want to buy one, but I still kind of don't. But I still kind of do. But I still kind of just want to wait. Because
The time you may as well wait now because the time would have been getting a Black Friday deal.
either that or Boxing Day coming up, I guess. Well,
Yeah,
another
maybe
month.
they'll have a better one.
So I don't know about a better one, but maybe the same price, like lose the 50 off it again. But
Well, the thing is, Boxing Day is bigger than Canada than Black Friday is, so they'll probably have like, Assassin's Creed bundle and like a gift card and like
true.
another game or something.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like stuff like that. Because the only discount this was $50 off. There was nothing else on top of that. Whereas like in the States on Black Friday, on like Amazon, they had the Assassin's Creed bundle, which includes a 4 gig memory card, just like the Call of Duty bundle. But it also has. It had a code for PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
Yeah.
A month of PlayStation Plus.
$10 off on the PlayStation. $10 off.
and $10 off on
a pre-order of Assassin's Creed 3 or something.
What?
on Assassin's
Wow.
Creed 3. Yeah, and for 180 instead of 200.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So I feel like those are the kinds of deals you could expect in Canada on Boxing Day.
But didn't it also
because
have an
that's
8
our
meg
big
card in it?
shopping day.
It also had an 8 meg stick in it instead of the 4, I think.
No, it had
8 gig, not
it
meg.
had a 4.
8 meg? Yo,
meg.
you can
You can
put
even
a
have
little bit of code.
A save file on it.
They had it was a 4 gig
Not too
code
much.
because they were still sending you the same physical package,
Okay.
but then you would get codes for the rest of that stuff. Because you get the code for PlayStation All Stars, you get the code for.
That's still such a good price. You get 2 games, you get
Plus, and you
PlayStation
got it
Plus.
discounted.
Oh, man, that'd be awesome. I would have probably.
That's 8 games for $180. Except that 4 gig stick doesn't have any space to store PlayStation Plus games. So
Yeah. So you're dropping an extra. How much was it for the 32?
So it would have paid for itself
100.
having
Okay.
to not pay so much for the system. So getting the whatchamacallit would have been kind of not
Would've been
free,
good.
but like how much was it for your 32?
100.
Yeah, okay, so that's okay. That's actually fucking a lot.
Yeah.
Screw that shit. I'm not getting.
Well,
a
yeah,
fucking-
you think about that, but how much is the price differences when you go up in memory size on iPhones?
Yeah, that is true. No,
Actually,
that's
$100.
Yeah, it is $100.
I want to know how much was the SD card that came with my Vita. Not my Vita. Bleh, my 3DS. So it came with one. And I'm pretty sure it was like 16 gigs or something.
Well, yeah,
Something stupid.
but that's just a standard SD card.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it still came with it, like in the actual packaging.
But even still, Sony always uses the proprietary stuff, which is designed in-house, made in-house for Sony specifically, so it costs more for development and for use.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, if
It's
you
like
think of-
you look at the in the camera market as well. You had Memory Pro Stick Duos compared to SD cards. Memory Pro Stick Duos were always $20 more expensive for the same capacity card,
Those
just because it was all third party from Sony. So,
but also, like, you go out to buy an iPod Touch, right?
Yeah.
It's $200 for an 8 gig, or $300
$100
for a 16 gig. You know, so $100 for 32 gig is actually a decent deal in that case.
mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's like this weird.
It's hard to justify it when you're already paying $200 for a system to then
You're
drop
paying
another.
$200 for an iPhone
You-
or an iPod. Sorry, but
you know what I mean, though. Like, I'm not disapproving of getting a 32 gig card, but it's kind of hard to, instead of $200.
I just think it's like a weird stance for people to take, even though it exists pretty much everywhere in the industry. But for some reason, the Sony systems get the most out of that because for some reason it's a proprietary memory card. Why don't they just use SD cards?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna cut you guys
if
off.
the iPhone used SD cards, they probably have the same issue.
Yeah.
But instead, they mask it by making it a part of the model.
I'm just gonna cut you guys off real quick. If you guys
that's
have
fine.
any last things to say about the Vita, 'cause we've been talking about it for like an hour.
Yeah, I got it. I'm done. This was the end of it.
Okay.
Any last words for it, Devin?
I'm looking at getting one. I wouldn't mind maybe next Wednesday trying out yours, Dan, for like 20 minutes. Just
Touching it.
See if it's really worth it.
He
for
doesn't
me.
mind if Devin touches it, but if I try to touch it with my clammy ass hands, he's like, no.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Is that cool
Well,
with you, Dan?
it's just I'm cleaning it. I'm cleansing it with my salty body.
You guys can try some games and stuff after the podcast if you want.
Yeah,
Cool. You don't know how to drive stick, do you? You drive yourself home.
that's the weirdest thing I think I've ever heard. Yo, like, and I trade like a stick drive.
Did you say
Stick drive.
dick drive?
I said stick. I said stick, and I'm only saying stick. Just want to point that out. But no, so Devin, have you been playing anything this week?
I have really not touched much. I've got The Walking Dead downloaded, and I've got the icon in the center of my desktop to play that
Just
game.
like reminder.
Yeah, I know. It's like, and when I
Boot up this executable. Do it.
And like I've got like a notepad beside it that says you need to play this, and it's like right there in the center.
You know what you could
And
have done with that time?
I have had no fucking time at all in the past week to touch anything except for a little bit of Halo multiplayer.
No, hold on, let me stop there. So you took the time to make a nice little place on your desktop for it. You made the notepad. Let me guess that took you about 2 hours. So I think what you should have done with that time is just played it.
Yeah, 2 hours to make an executive to make a shortcut in the notepad.
Yeah.
No, it's right up there on the list of shit that I need to finish, and I also need to finish Borderlands 2 for a Game of the Year stuff. So I might recruit Dan on I don't know, on a Friday night or something just to help me roll through everything.
Yeah, there's a new DLC out. For
Yeah, I still haven't
Borderlands 2
tried
as
that.
well.
And from what I've heard, Tiny Tina's in it. So what's up? I want to play that really bad. But apparently the DLC starts with you choosing either Tiny Tina, Moxie, or someone else.
That's
you
what
can...
I told you last week.
Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
So many people have actually said that, and I was like, oh, I know. I just want. That's what I want to play as Tiny Tina. All right. So, anyways, whatever. Fuck it. I want to play Tiny Tina. Play as, not with. I don't corner backing myself into it. Anyway. Borderlands, Devin, finish it. Come on.
I don't know. I just don't. It doesn't appeal to me.
It's so fucking.
Isn't that weird? I was so stoked for it, and I enjoyed the first little bit of it, and then I just kind of was like, yeah, no, I'm done with
No,
this.
this is weird. Me thinking Assassin's Creed game is shit. Weird things are happening this year.
Yeah, like I don't know. That's really fucked
Wasn't
up.
there a game I finished recently that I felt the same way? Like, yo, everybody said it was shit, but I fucking love this thing. Dishonored.
Yeah, you hated the shit out
No,
of
I
Dishonored.
enjoyed it after. Oh, actually, making a comeback. Well, I'll let you finish with your stuff. Making a comeback, Hitman's doing pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually, speaking of that, I wanted to boot up Dishonored and play through it as a.
Or hold on. Before you actually leave Walking Dead, do we want to talk about that? Dan, how you should also be playing it?
Yes, I know I should also be playing it.
Dan,
I
you're
know
in
you
the
have
same
stuff to say
boat as me.
about the final chapter of that game, Riccio, but I don't think you should say it yet.
I'm not gonna say it. I just want to say that game is beautiful and I fucking love it. And I
Didn't
really
it make
like
you
the
feel
story.
like shit at the end of it?
No,
though?
I wanted to cry, but I felt really good. I was like, okay, so everybody who's played this game has been like, dude, I shed tears, man. I shed fucking tears. people weren't around. I just cried. I was like, okay, so I'm gonna play this and have some fun because I won't lie, I'm a pansy. Like I'll watch a TV show and someone's gonna start crying. I'm like, fuck you, man. Just don't. This isn't even fucking. You're crying and laughter. It's gonna make me cry. Fucking stop. So this game, I'm like streaming this thing.
So if I just randomly start tears right now,
don't. I will strike you, and then you'd cry from the pain, and I would just start crying and punching you. No, the sound won't do it. That just sounds like you're doing yourself. That is causing a full other different range of emotions. I don't want to look away from the mic.
Arousal? What?
Yes. Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
I played this and I was streaming it. Sorry, Dad. You too. No, I played this and I was streaming it, and I got towards the end, and I'm just sitting there, and people are watching me, and I'm just staring at the screen, and I do like that shit where I'm just like staring at it, and I'm like, okay, just breathe in a lot. Just breathe in a lot. Just keep blinking.
Sparkles.
Just keep blinking. Just keep. You can do it. No one has to see you cry, Riccio. No one has to see you cry. And I'm just sitting there like, oh god, just fucking, just what is? Oh no.
So of course someone calls you out.
No, someone like people are just in the chat saying like, oh god, I'm like bawling. This is crazy. Oh my god, why? And I'm just kind of sitting there like, okay, no, I've got it. I'm good. And then like another line will come out like, oh, like anybody like, oh god, I like missed you, or why is this happening, or whatever situation. Like a line would come out, and I'm like, fucking just don't. God damn. Okay, we go again.
Is there any way? Does that ends super dark, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's no way to stop that. But yeah, you can even see what is going to happen kind of early on, but it's still the way that they play it off. Like everything. When I say everything, I mean the lines, the writing, the music, the characters, and the situations, and what everything comes together so nicely, so beautifully, and man, like it's so good. And it's shocking that the second that the 5th episode came out, that on Steam it was available for like $15 or like less than that.
Yeah, that
like it was. Oh man, I wish everybody would just go out and buy that game and play it.
Okay, I want to throw this out here right now.
You texted us after you finished it that it was your game of the year.
Yeah,
so far, yeah.
I want to throw this out here. Like, okay, I think Dan asked this question beforehand, but I want to ask it again. Did any of you actually buy anything on the fucking autumn or the Thanksgiving Steam sales?
No.
I bought Knights of the Old Republic 2 and Castle Crashers.
Oh, that's
so
why
I spent $7.50.
I bought Global Offensives Counter-Strike for a buddy who came over because I was like, I don't really have any money. He's like, well, I want to buy pizza. I don't have cash, so you buy me Counter-Strike, I give you pizza. I'm like, all right, here you go. Fucking just take it. Because it was on sale.
That's awesome.
I'm a jerk. No, but yeah, no. I'm really glad.
All right, but did you buy anything for yourself?
That would be a negative. Negative, sir.
What about you, Devin?
No, I put.
I bought Steam.
I put to the moon in my cart, and in the time that it took me to do that, the price went up by like $1.50, and I was like, "Well, fuck this!" And I didn't actually buy it. But
I would like to point out that if you were expecting a game with To the Moon, you were buying the wrong thing.
No, I know it's a story, and that's why I wanted to buy it.
Okay.
I know a little bit about To the Moon.
Okay.
And I was seriously like thinking about getting it, and then I was like, well, I've got Walking Dead to finish. And
you better play Walking Dead instead of To the Moon, or I'll kill you. I know To the Moon is also really good, but...
And so I was just kind of like, well...
that won't stop the death.
I was just like, well, maybe I'll hold off on this, and I didn't buy anything. Yeah. What about you, Riccio? What have you played?
Oh, man. So, let's see.
So, Dan, how about news?
Fucking... Okay, no. I've been playing some Street Fighter 3 on this broadcast, or stream, or chat podcast. This one of the cast words I fucked up. Anyway, no. So I played Walking Dead. What else was there? I got Super Mario Paper Star on 3DS. Finally arrived. Sticker Star, Superstar. What did I say?
Super Paper Mario Sticker Star.
Sticker Icker Star.
Sticky
Icky. Sticky Icky.
I've only had about an hour dropped into it, which for a Paper Mario game is like, hey, you've done the intro and you haven't even done a boss yet. So I don't have much to say about it other than the writing is fantastic, just like the other Paper Mario.
Is it localized writing?
Yes. Yes, it's English.
What? Devin, what?
Sorry, I meant like, is it like... I heard something about the Paper Mario games where they have like different... Like they'll have different dialogue for the States and Canada and...
Well, that's like every Japanese kind of game that would come to America to make it fit with our culture. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Is English very good, if that's what you're asking,
yes.
Devin?
Yes. I'm asking, is it English very good?
No, yeah, there's a lot of puns. There's a lot of good stuff in it, and you know how I love my puns. I really enjoy it. But yeah, I'm an hour in, so I can't tell much for how it's going to be. I can say that I do fully miss the RPG stuff that Paper Mario games used to have. That's completely gone, which kind of makes me super sad. But It's still good. I was kind of sad at first because you use stickers to do any attacks, and you kind of, the second you use them, it's gone. And I felt bad because you'd use really good ones, and you're kind of, I don't know, I'm the type of guy that whenever you play an RPG game, let's say like an old Final Fantasy, even though I've never actually finished any of them, you'd get like an item, you're like, no, I'm going to save this till the last battle because like I want to keep it for that right time. Well, that game is nothing but, no, you just got this item, you should use it right away. So I feel really uncomfortable playing it. But it's kind of also knocking me out of that because I'll use an item and you'll find it again and again and again and again and again. So at first I was sad that it's not just like a normal RPG game where you just have like an attack with the hammer and the jump and all that timing stuff. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. The game is really good despite it being not traditionally Paper Mario, even though the last one wasn't either. It's just good. It's just good. I don't know. I don't know how long it is either. I haven't really done any research on it.
It's probably pretty long, I would imagine.
Yeah, but it's
Paper Mario games are always pretty long, aren't they?
Yeah, but it's also weird because there's like an overworld map, just like the new Super Mario Brothers and the old Super Mario games. Like it's not keep going to the side of the screen until you get to new locations until you're at the end of the game. It goes to an overworld map, and I don't actually
weird.
Now I don't remember if that was in the other ones. I don't know how you fast traveled or if there was fast travel in the other ones. I'm confused.
I don't know. I've never played it.
It's been a very long time. I've never played Thousand Year Door to the max, so I've only played the N64 one. And was there two on N64?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
If I played a Mario RPG, it was Superstar Sega on the GBA.
Oh yeah, that was good, dude. Those are really good, actually.
That's probably the best Mario related game I've ever played.
We could get like, what was it? You could upgrade your stash.
Yeah, that was how you got discounts from shops and your luck.
Is that what it did? I always put it in because I thought, yeah, okay, it was luck. Okay, I thought it was like
luck
on crits
and discounts from shops.
So, let me get this straight. The better your stash, the better you are as a man.
Mustache, by the way. Mustache?
Mustache.
Not like, wasn't the stat just called stash?
Yeah, but I mean, he just pulls out like bag of weed. Here you go, guys. Got drugs. Just here you go, shopkeeper.
You're buying off the shopkeeper with the illicit drugs.
Yes, but
for shame, Riccio.
Yeah, no, I played some of that. I'm trying to think of what else I played. I did that thing where I kind of went back and played like a match of StarCraft, even though it's been forever since I played it, and kind of done that thing. Okay,
I've got a hankering to play that game.
I got to say one thing. I played StarCraft like when I was back into it a long time ago. I worked really hard to get into Platinum League. I know it sounds really dumb for people who are higher than that, but I worked really hard. I went back and a new season started, and it was like, hey, you should do your placement match. I play it, completely destroy the other guy, and I'm like, okay, well, that must have been like a gold or a silver, and it's like high rank platinum. And it's like, oh shit, here you go into gold division. I'm like, what the fuck? And I got really angry and just quit.
This is why I don't play StarCraft with you anymore, because you're significantly better than me, and you just rage whenever I do something like make marine balls. And you just fucking yell at me.
I don't want to say teaching, but trying to get another one of my buddies to play it.
You tried teaching me, and I actually was learning for a bit.
Yeah, well, the other dude that I'm teaching as well is I'm doing the same stuff with him. And he's gotten very good really quick, and it's kind of cool. Well, I don't want to say very good, like, yo, he's super platinum now. But he's gotten to a point where he can, I don't know, it's his first RTS, sort of, to play online, I guess. And he's making really good progress. To the point where we can actually do ranked matches and win them a lot.
Really?
It's good. It's
fun. Badass. Mine was, okay, I got my first 3 buildings done. All right, let's just screw around.
Yeah, I have a build order up to a point.
Yeah, I have a build order up to a point. And then after that, it's like, yo, what looks cool? Oh, Marines. All right, sweet.
I'll just be like, yo, Devin, what are you doing? So I got to go and attack. You have Marines.
Hey,
okay.
They won us the match a couple of times.
Bastard, you're lucky for that.
No, it's all fucking skill.
No, you're lucky for that. But
skill?
No. I've also been playing some PlanetSide 2. That went free to play. I didn't actually know that game was going to be on Steam as well, or like easily downloadable and accessible via Steam, because it's a Sony game. It's like a Sony online entertainment game, isn't it? I'm pretty sure PlanetSide 1 was.
I don't know if PlanetSide 2.
Yeah, it does, because you use the Sony Pass. Actually, are there any? Yeah, all the EverQuest and stuff are stuff. I keep saying stuff. They're on Steam as well, so I guess maybe that's not as crazy as I thought. But yeah, PlanetSide's really good. It feels a lot like the first game, I guess.
In a good way or a bad way?
in a good way that every battle you get into feels like a massive battle. And the way that worked on the first one was when there was a massive battle happening on the map, it would say hot zone, and you could click on it and teleport to it or fly to it, or you know where to go.
Yeah.
In this game, it says that, and you can click on it and teleport to it and go straight to the action. And everybody's doing this on continents, and it's just, you get in these huge battles where you fight with one team like, oh, I want to take over this huge base. And then the other team is like, hey, no, I want to take that back. And then it goes, okay, there's a hot zone here. Then everybody's going, and it's like 100 on 100. And then suddenly, because it's a three-way battle, like there's three teams. Then the third team's like, no, fuck that. I want a piece of this shit. And then you have like a three-way fucking battle of like 100 people shooting each other, flying with like ships and tanks. And it's like, oh, we got to take over this building. It's going to be crazy. And it just works. It's the type of game where you can walk up to a station and you actually see people flying around and stuff exploding and people running in and people being rezzed and everything going on, and all the sounds are kind of, I know it sounds really dumb to say, but all the sounds are playing at the same time. Like you're hearing all these explosions and gunshots and you know it's all people. It just fucking, it's crazy sometimes. And it's free to play. Like it's good. It's good.
Does the paid stuff, like what do you buy paid from it?
You buy stuff that you normally have to spend a lot of time for, so like unlocking new weapons. And when I say weapons, like, it's like most shooters where you can kind of, oh, you got enough points, now you have a better rifle, or now you have a better shotgun. But you also drive tanks and planes and everything, so you can buy better weapons for those as well. Like, hey, now my helicopter has a 50 cal rifle on it that blows holes through people, or tanks, or anything. So it's pretty much to buy the things that would take maybe multiple weeks or like a week to do.
Okay. So,
but it's not.
But it's not. They're not game breaking.
No, you can still do a decent amount of damage with normal stuff, as well as you can buy different costumes, sort of to look a little bit different than everybody else on your team. But it's all, there's nothing broken about it yet. Then again, I haven't played much of it.
So there's no gameplay stuff that you couldn't unlock.
You level up. You level up and everything, and you get cert points that you can spend. So let's say you're a medic, and be like, oh, I want to put some stuff so I can heal faster, or have an AOE that I'm always healing people around me. All of that, you have to use cert points, which are things you get in game. You can't use any station cash for that. So that's at least really good. But yeah, I don't know. It's fun.
Kick-ass.
It's kind of awesome to see a lot of free to play games come out these days and have them be good. And they don't have. Well, I'm still kind of rolling in that old school feeling of, oh, it's free to play, it's gonna be shit, or
yeah.
There's something gonna be wrong with it, and
something's
to go to that
going to
now,
be just off balance.
Yeah, so it's cool to be like nowadays go and play a free to play game and actually kind of really enjoy it. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm playing that, not that much, but I've been playing it. Oh yeah, just random. I went back to Ghost Recon Future Soldier. I'm kind of still working on my games to beat for 2012. That game was good.
Really?
I went to this level where I was in a snowstorm.
How are the sound effects?
Good. I was thinking of how to answer that. I was like, wait a second, what do you... Oh, I know what you're talking about. It does a really good job at making you feel like a badass.
For no particular reason, or for very good
Well,
reason?
I was in a snowstorm, cloaked, so no one could see me, and I'm not piloting, but escorting a walking tank that I can have direct control over. So I'm like sneaking, and I could go really close to, let's say, somebody's base, and then be like, oh, there's 4 people here. I'm just going to target the tanks, artillery in this tent, and then just have everything explode, and no one knows what happens. No one knows what's going on. Sorry, my language is
English.
breaking. My English is breaking tonight. But it does a really good job making you feel like a badass. Even with the camera angles, just everything is good, which is weird because
that game was not.
It was broken when it came out, and I heard a lot of people say it was really generic. And it definitely is. It's nothing new than the other third-person shooters you can have out there, but it is... Something just feels kind of good.
Interesting?
Yeah. Like, you feel really close up to your characters, and the sounds are... I don't know, it's... The story is cheesy as shit. Like, every time it goes to a cutscene, I'm like, why isn't Escape skipping? Like, what is happening? Because you have people, like, eating... They're eating at a cafeteria, and they're like, yo, that was a crazy fight we just had. We killed some people. You should have seen this guy. He had a rifle. And I was like, bam, shot him in the face, and he died. And then you have, like... It'll zoom out to the people who are actually there, and they're like, that's not how it went down. Should we tell them? Nah. Let them be heroes for today. New mission. It's like, what the fuck is even... I don't even give a shit about any of it. I don't know what the story is at all, but it is...
Yo, you need to shoot this guy.
Yeah, it's... I'm having fun with it, even though it's like dumb fun. It's just... It was that game where it was midnight. It's like, what do I play? I'm just gonna put this in because
I can't sleep, so I might as well play something.
Yeah, and it ended up being a very, I don't know, maybe like an hour-long play session of being like, damn, this is really fun. I'm glad I decided to pop this back in. So that is worth mentioning. I want to mention that.
Cool.
Because Ghost Recon, who knew? Played something else, and I'm trying to think. Oh, I played Assassin's Creed. Once again, I'm still 4 hours in. But, yeah. Anyways,
I really want you guys to finish that game.
I will
so
finish
you
it
will understand what I'm talking
by
about.
next week. I will try.
All right,
Okay.
I'll try and do next week as well.
So I played some Retrograde a long time ago. I actually finished
Actually, I played Retrograde also.
No
and
way.
Finished it.
Really?
I forgot about that. Well, I was just sitting on my PS3 transferring something to my Vita, and my girlfriend Liz asked me, hey, did you ever finish that backwards spaceship flying game? I'm like, let's go check. I had 2 levels left, so I just finished it.
Nice.
What did you play it on? Like what?
Medium core.
Medium core? Okay.
Yeah, whatever the default one is.
I started down at extreme and I beat like 1 level with it because I was 4 or 5 levels in. I beat 1 level. I was like, that was really fucking dumb. Like, I don't want to do that. So I put it down to pro, and I was like, that was still, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to try this hard.
So is it like level 1 is beat on extreme, level 2 is beat on pro, and it just keeps like going down?
Yeah. Well, if you beat it on a higher difficulty, like you beat it on extreme, you unlock the level for every other lower difficulty.
Right.
So I could still keep progressing as I was going lower, but then I would not be able to go back on the higher modes on it without going through everything again.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know. I went through on whatever's below pro. It's not medium core, but the one right above it. And that game is fun, and the music is fucking awesome.
Yeah, the music in that is real good.
What did you think of the credits that you can shoot forward?
Yeah, that was...
Not really spoilery, but I don't... It felt weird shooting
I thought
forward.
it was going to be something else when they started it, but then it was
Yeah.
just the credits, and I was like, oh.
When it starts going forward, I was like, yo, dude, you get to play the game forward? That'd be fucking what? Yes, do that. And it's like, no, it's just the credits.
Yeah.
It's just the credits.
It's too bad.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I wish there were more levels in that game. It's too bad.
How
There
many,
is all those
how many
challenge
total?
modes, so there's 10.
Yeah. Although when you do the challenge mode, there's the
They
same
split 'em up and,
songs,
like-
but they're new.
Yeah, I know, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel what you mean. I mean what you feel. That feels, bro.
Like, to me now, that game's done. I'm not going to go back and do those
No, I
challenges.
know. I probably wouldn't be able to either. It's fun. I wish I had a turntable and a guitar on the PS3 so I could actually, mess around with it and test it out and see like if it actually did anything cool with that stuff.
Yeah.
But no, I do not. So I do not know. But yeah, no. So I played some more Hitman Absolution.
You said you were enjoying that.
Are you no longer frustrated with that
I'm
game?
no longer frustrated with that game, and it's funny because I put the game. Well, when I say put the game in, I loaded it up on Steam, and I was at the mission that I was just hating. But it was literally at the end of it, like, hey, why don't you just walk out into this crowd and get on a train, and that is going to end it. 5 minutes. That's my voice, by the way. That's what I was. That's actually the game. It's like, hey, welcome back to Hitman Contracts. I mean, Absolution. I'm gonna need you to walk onto this train. So I do that mission. It brings me to the next one, and literally it just drops you. Spoilers, I guess, but back into Chinatown. So like it's kind of like that
Can
same
you throw
area.
bottles at people? Did
Yes.
you throw a bottle at someone?
I didn't throw bottles at people.
Oh.
Dan,
but
I
it-
really think you should make that
you-
into a contract.
But you walk into Chinatown, and it's just like there's one dude. Figure it out, and you're just like, what? Oh, what? It's Hitman. Yeah, and then you're wearing a uniform that like you can walk around and blend in perfectly. I was like, oh, it's good. And then for the next 2 hours, I really enjoyed that game. As well as somebody on my friends list challenged me to a contract, which was the first level.
Was it to throw a bottle?
No, it was the first level, like the tutorial.
Oh.
Where it's like
That's
there's a
cool
cook-
that you make contract on that.
Yeah. Well, the tutorial, I mean, you can do it on the before part as well, but I mean, once you get into actual building, there's like the chef.
Yeah.
And the contract was to like go upstairs and knock out a dude with the Hitman suit while wearing the Hitman suit, but use like a face statue, then go downstairs and kill the chef with a pistol while using that dude from upstairs suit, and then switch into the chef suit and kill the main dude with the knife. And it was easy enough that it was all about sprinting as fast as you could without getting detected and trying to get around the level, like throw the knife from the top balcony, run down, throw the dude, shoot him in the face, switch, run, and just like the score. I beat him by 1,000 or 2,000, and then he went and beat it, and I went back and tried to beat it, and it was really hard.
That's hilarious.
Or I think I went back. No, I didn't go back. I didn't want to check what score he got, but apparently he passed me.
I really think you should try and do that.
But contracts mode is sick. Because the more you play it, the more you do like really fun stuff. You keep getting money that you can keep upgrading your Hitman with and get better guns, get better suits, and then it's just awesome. Like, I don't know. I think if I had more people that I knew that I could get really competitive with, which this guy is now totally going to be my go-to guy for that. I'm really excited to play way more Hitman Absolution because that game went from me not even wanting to finish it, not even wanting to finish it this year, to holy shit, this is really good. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'm really just too easy on games.
Yeah.
Or I can't stick. I'm just like, no, I shouldn't hate it. I gotta give it another try and like it no matter what. But yeah, so I played Hitman Contracts, Absolution. Fuck you guys. I keep saying Contracts. Contracts mode is so good.
What else do you got?
That's pretty much it. I feel like I played something else, but I can't remember.
It might come up while we're doing news.
Yeah, My Little Pony on my phone.
It.
Oh God.
No. So
you mentioned that I'm walking out right now.
Other than that, let's get on to news. Because I feel like there's something I'm definitely missing, but I cannot think of it for the life of me.
It's news time.
It's news time. So Xbox 360 released a new update for the Xbox. Didn't do much except for fix broke shit.
Like an update should.
That's the back of the box quote on the update. No.
Yo, we fixed broke shit.
So if you guys turn it on, get ready for a hefty update on your Xbox. By hefty, I mean like, what was that? Was that 5-10 minutes it took us?
It took longer than you would think an Xbox update would take.
For a tiny, like, fixed little interface issues and some bugs, it was pretty good. Actually, I downloaded it twice or something. I don't know what really happened.
Yeah, it was weird.
So on other stuff, the Dishonored DLC that was announced a few weeks ago or something, now has a date, December 11th. It'll be coming out for, I don't know, everything, actually. PS3, PC, and 360.
Are you going to pick that up?
Probably won't because this is not story-related content. It's just going to be challenge missions.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm not going to bother with that.
Then again, designed well if they're in new environments, maybe that'd be really cool. But if they're just like, go through this mission again, but this time do it faster, and I don't know. I'd probably pass on that.
It's got to be new environments, right?
It does say 10 challenge maps. I am wrong. It is good. It'll probably be good.
Most likely.
I don't know how much it's going to be, though. $5.
Oh.
There you go.
That's not bad.
I should totally read before I say things. What's up?
This I find to be
something
very
that
fun.
Dan is super excited of, that he's going to go out the door right after I say this and go buy one.
Yep.
The Wii Mini was revealed this week. Wow. Did you time that?
It worked out very well.
So yeah, the Wii Mini came out, or it's coming out December 7th. It's $100.
Canada exclusive.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
For now, or?
No. Like
As far as Nintendo has said.
Wow. So us Canadians get it for $99, and it's a Wii that is, I don't know if black and red is the only available color.
That's it.
I think it looks really good.
It looks really cool. However, it is $100. It does not do GameCube backwards compatibility. I don't know if it actually has any memory slots. Like, you can't put an SD card in it or something. I don't know what it has for USB, if you can actually put like a hard drive or anything.
I'm reasonably sure it's you put in a disc.
Yeah.
And then it just runs the disc.
Because there is not even Wi-Fi on it.
Any other features of a Wii on there.
Someone will crack it, though. Put a hard drive.
Why? Who cares? It's a Wii.
Yeah, why would you make it? Put a hard drive in there. I made it bigger. I made it into a Wii, guys. But kind of weird to release this right after the Wii U came out.
Yeah, Dan was saying that
they should have done it last year, leading up to Christmas, or made it a Boxing Day thing or something. Because if they're doing a Canadian exclusive, they may as well time it with some Canadian event. And it's like Red and stuff. They could have released it on like Canada Day or something.
Yeah,
but don't after your new console. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Could you imagine if they would have announced this maybe, I don't know, like a week before, like wait a week or two and wait before Boxing Day or Christmas?
Oh, man.
Just so that all the kids are like, yeah, I really want a Wii U, Mom. And then, or Dad. And then they're just like, whoa, wait, what about do we have the Wii one? That's like $100. And they go out and buy that and they realize there's no online and the kids hate them even more. But anyways, they could have totally done that as a better sort of sell.
Well, they could have done either of these options as a better sell, but one of them is kind of being a bit more scumbaggy
than the other one. I think it would have been made more sense, like you say, to put it out last year with a...
Because, they never did a hardware revision on the Wii. They kept making it new colors.
Well, they did this. They revised it. They took off things that people use.
Yeah, but last year when, software was kind of dwindling for it and no one was really buying them anymore, they could have brought this out and said, and just go...
Buy this one for your grandma.
Yeah, everyone else that hadn't already bought a Wii probably would have bought in for $100.
Oh, I would
just to, play the Wii games they missed. And then the Wii U comes out this year, and then they have that, and then... Yeah, it's just like...
I totally would have bought
It's
it
so weird.
because I would have bought it for the Zelda games.
Yeah, you could have played Skyward Sword.
I could have
and
played
Twilight
Skyward
Princess on it.
Sword and Twilight Princess, and I would have been happy.
I think that it'd be funny if the next thing they did was, all right, it's now for the 3DS Mini. We took off the 3D. We took off the Wi-Fi. Enjoy it.
We took out a screen.
It's
You guys
Game
like, there's no touch screen anymore. It's actually one screen. There's no 3D. It's actually got phone capabilities. We're selling the iPhone. What? No.
Where did you go with this Nintendo?
I don't know. Anyways,
Nintendo phone.
The Nintendo phone or Phonedoid?
the next thing I put up for mentioning is actually something. So Grand Theft Auto 5 is announced for the PS3 and 360. It is not announced for the PC, and they said the only reason they do it is if there's a lot of people who are going to buy it, or if there's a good crowd of it that wants it. I thought GTA 4 did really well on the PC in the first place, so I thought that was just going to be like a, hey, 5 is automatically coming out, but apparently not. So people started a petition that you can sign to try and get a lot of signatures on, so that they realize, okay, people are going to go out and buy it. But what this also reminds me of, so they have like apparently 50,000-ish names on it, maybe more by now. But another game that's doing this as well is Time Splitters.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people apparently enjoyed that.
It's not for a new game though. It's to release.
It's to release the
HD.
HD version.
re-release.
Yeah. So I thought it was funny that a lot of people are signing that one as well. But I wanted to ask you guys, have you guys ever played Time Splitters when you guys were younger?
I played Time Splitters 2 and Future Perfect.
Nope.
I think I played Future Perfect. That was on the Xbox, right?
On the
GameCube
they
as
were
well?
all original Xbox. They were that gen of
Was it?
Xbox, GameCube, PS2.
Okay, so I think I've only played, was it Future, you said?
Future Perfect.
Future Perfect? Okay,
There's
I
Time
think-
Splitters 3.
I haven't played it fully, but I think that's the only one I've actually played a bit of.
Those games were great because we used them as because I had a GameCube and I had those games. So if we were at my house, if we were at my buddy John's house, we'd play Halo, and if we were at our house, we'd play Time Splitters, split screen awesomeness. So
Cool.
that was like our split screen game at my house. So
I want to ask you something. So you mentioned GameCube, and you said like a game that you always used to play. For some reason, it reminds me that when I had a GameCube, there's one game that I've always wanted to try, but I never ended up playing. It's like, what was it called? Geist?
I have that.
Geist.
Is that any good? I was really
It's
psyched for
weird. We played a bunch of the split screen on that too, and it was kind of cool with its like possession stuff, but it never really worked right.
that. Okay.
It was kind of like if there'd been a Geist 2, I'm pretty confident that it would have been like Assassin's Creed and Assassin's Creed 2, like that level of jump, and they would have fixed everything and figured it all out.
It's like one
But-
was like a test kind of, and
Yeah. But
Okay.
it's unfortunate because in the case of Assassin's Creed, you could enjoy Assassin's Creed 1 and not be like, yeah, this is clearly just like a tech demo for some weird game.
Yeah.
mechanics. But
Geist wasn't.
Geist was that. So
Geist was just
Okay.
a tech demo.
still, I mean, interesting. Story was a little weird.
That'd be one game that if ever I could, I would go back and try it out. If you still have it somehow that you can go get it easily, I would.
It's probably with those N64 games I
I'd-
can't find.
Yeah.
I forgot the Wii U does not play GameCube games, so I will not do that.
I can bring my GameCube.
I will do that. But yeah. Anyways, another stuff. Minecon happened.
Yes.
Was
I
that at Disney World or something?
did something Disney World.
I don't know.
Or
It's
Paris
like,
or
he always
something.
has
I
it in
don't
the
know,
It was in Las Vegas last year.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is this year.
I want to say this year was in Paris. I feel bad for not knowing this. It was somewhere, and a lot of people went to it, and they announced some information about patches. I don't know the exact information, but I think they said they'd be trying to get huge patches out for Minecraft every 2 months.
Yeah, something like that.
And yeah, I don't know. I still find it cool that when I play Minecraft, I feel like it's already done. Like I don't mean that as okay, that game's done. Like I don't want to play it anymore. But I mean as in
Like it's finished. It's
it
polished.
feels like it's finished, it's polished, and whatever is in it is something that you could last a while for. Except for you'll probably get bored of there's nothing else you can craft or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And every time a patch comes out, it's like wow, this is actually kind of cool again. Like oh, you guys did some neat additions to it. So
Yeah, I
Hey,
don't know. I haven't played it in a while, so
if every 2 months you can look forward to playing something really cool with Minecraft, I'm totally for it.
yeah.
I'm kind of I want to play more Minecraft. I hope they keep patching the 360 version, which now is up to just before the Adventure update, which was the 1.0 release, I believe. So when that hits on the 360, I'm going to be really happy to play that on a controller, all comfy. In other stuff, speaking of updates, sort of, Hotline Miami said that they were going to put out a DLC for that game.
Yep.
That has hereby been canceled and is now being a full game.
Okay, wait. Wasn't this just like something off of one of the composers, the music composer's Twitter or something?
Yeah,
and
something like that.
You just confirmed it with someone?
It was, but it believed that he actually did acknowledge it now.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's a weird, fucked up picture, though.
You guys got to get to that end of chapter 11 thing.
Are we going to do a let's play of that?
That is the number one, like, frustrating gameplay sequence of the year.
So according to the story, I just want to say he says that people working on the soundtrack, the sequel soundtrack, he mentioned that, and then the dude said that they are still working on patch issues with the first game, and the second one hasn't really had anything really done with it. But there is going to be,
It's going to happen.
Whatever that expansion they were going to do is just going to be the full game instead. So or a full game, or considered.
That's pretty cool.
So, hey man, more Hotline Miami coming our way. That sounds freaking awesome. And yes, I do still have to finish that, Dan.
I showed that one to Scott, my roommate, and he sat down and beat the whole thing in one sitting.
Oh god.
And just like,
you're talking about the game, right?
yeah, like I couldn't even just like, I couldn't pull him away from it for anything. He just sat down. I
wonder if he
completely engrossed into it.
There's some stuff I read about how the game progresses, and I'm wondering if he actually beat the whole game.
He got up and left, and like Alt F4 is out of the game as it's like fading back into like a whole other half.
No, he beat the whole thing.
Okay.
Dan's gonna have to talk with Scott.
Yeah, I guess.
So two other news things that I want to mention that kind of have something to do with console sales. So the Wii U sold 400,000 units.
It was profitable on day one.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy because I don't think they're actually making money off the units the way they're selling them right now, apparently.
No, they aren't.
Yeah.
From what I heard.
Yeah. So, man, that sold kind of a lot more than I thought, just because I still think that a lot of people have the same mindset that I had, that it's just kind of okay with it. Like, It's not the greatest. But once you play it, it actually is pretty freaking awesome. But in the mindset that people are going to be stuck in my other thing, I don't know. I'm surprised it sold that many. That's actually really freaking sweet, because it's been out for 2 weeks? Would it be 2 weeks? Yeah, it'd be 2 weeks this Sunday, right?
Yeah. 2 weeks this
It's
Sunday.
been 10 days since it was on the 18th, so.
Okay. So, what is that other thing I said? So, which brings me to another thing that's also crazy, is that on Black Friday, or the week of Black Friday, or the Black Friday sales in total, the Xbox 360 sold 750,000 consoles. So
they had some good deals on it.
They had some really good deals on. I mean, the price differences, then there's a huge library of 360 games is really good. I mean, that all makes sense. But just kind of crazy. It's like, yo, the Wii did 400,000. Oh, by the way, Black Friday 360 just already beat you. What's up?
Well, the like landmark deal that they had for 360s was like the 4 gig console with Kinect, and it came with like Adventures and another game.
Okay.
Or something. Kinect Adventures, sorry.
Do you know how much that was?
$200.
Yeah, there was a $200 console as well that was offered from Future Shop, Staples, and Best Buy that had 2 games with it as well. And there was Kinect, and it was a premium.
Either Best Buy or
like
Future Shop had some crazy deal where it was like a 250 gig console, but it came with like download codes for Reach, Fable 3, and Skyrim, and then you also got Forza 4 and like something else crazy.
That's true. I
That
forgot
was
it came with
it.
like Skyrim.
It was like 5
shit.
games for like 250 or something.
I just want to take a quote from somebody that's just said in the chat. He says, I think he's talking about the Wii U. He said, I bought it, instantly regretted it, opened the box, started setting it up, and instantly loved it just from the setup. I pretty much felt the same way, where as I was setting up, I'm like, you know what, this is actually really freaking cool. Like, why? I can't wait to try something. And then I tried something, and it ended up being awesome. I was like, yes. So, Wii U is a really weird thing that they're going to have a hard time trying to sell, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it's actually decent. At least once more stuff comes out for it, for sure.
Fair enough.
But anyways, another thing, more number stuff with quote-unquote not consoles, but Steam hit a new high. 6 million concurrent people were online on, I guess, on the weekend?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of Steam's
Yeah, over the weekend.
users are probably United States users, and that was Thanksgiving weekend.
Oh, that's true. That's true. So
Plus they had the sales.
plus the sales. Oh man, man. So if they hit 6 million and it wasn't even during the summer sales, like the summer sales did so many people, so many sales. I'm surprised. Oh man.
Yeah, but the difference between that is that people that work regular jobs don't have the summer off. It's
Yeah, I
just
guess you're right.
Students.
You're right.
Everyone has Thanksgiving weekend off.
Yeah. So Mass Effect 3 Omega DLC came out. Dan said it was $20. I say it's 15. I forget.
I can't.
We don't really
never
know.
settled that.
Yeah.
Because we all seem to agree that as good and as awesome as the DLC probably is,
That's
Seems
too
really
much.
off.
Mass Effect, not only is it not too much, but it's weird to go through with that game and reach the ending of it and then go back and play more of it knowing that the trilogy is over.
Yeah.
Knowing how that game ends does not. It
You
was
don't-
different for Mass Effect 2 when they released DLCs because it was like, all this stuff is going to
Tie into
still
the-
be relevant in 3, and it's still kind of relevant in this game since most of it kind of takes place post story.
But even the tie-in that this DLC has doesn't. It feels weird to me in context of how it was like the characters that are in it. When you talk to them in Mass Effect 3, it's like it doesn't. I don't know. It just seems
It's
weird.
just weird to have a story that's like, oh, by the way, while you reach the end of this, you totally missed these adventures that were totally kind of happening before that ending was happening, but it's okay because you can still go and have them.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
It's just, I don't know.
really weird.
Anyway, speaking of super weird stuff, Robot Chicken made a PlayStation All-Stars commercial, and it's kind of freaking cool.
It's a very
But also
good commercial.
weird. Why did they do that?
Yeah, I don't know. Devin is gonna be excited about this one.
I don't know where I sit with this one.
We've already kind of announced, or not announced, but said that Binding of Isaac is coming to consoles. Apparently, it's still gonna have local, or I don't know if it was announced, but it's gonna have local co-op, apparently, and it's being made by
Nicholas.
Nicholas.
But who is that? What has he done? Does it say? Like that name seems familiar. I just don't know who it is.
I'm not sure. However, he does mention that he's not sure which consoles it's actually going to show up on. But it's safe to say that it'll probably be on the 360 and PSN, because I'm pretty sure those stores will follow. Or at least it'll also be on the Vita or something. Like those can probably make it into the next console, let's say, if it takes a long time anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
safe to say it'll probably be on those. Whether it's going to be on the Wii U, I know Wii U's trying to get the hardcore market, but Binding of Isaac is also kind of like religiously weird.
Yeah, so I don't know if
And
that's
violent,
really going to
so-
hit the
It'd be cool, but yeah.
It's different for a game like that to get consoles for some reason.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised.
I guess on like Xbox, they could always release on the indie channel.
Yeah.
On it if they needed to, But
Yeah.
The indie channel doesn't have as much regulation and stuff, but yeah.
But also, Xbox was the platform that really promoted Super Meat Boy and gave them their chance.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Most likely it'll come on
Yeah.
for the 360. But didn't they end with a weird, that? I want to say that I heard there was issues with the relationship between Team Meat and Microsoft.
Well, it wasn't. No, it was on.
I know it wasn't the greatest terms that
No,
they.
I'm thinking of the 3DS version that they were putting out, and then Nintendo was like, "No, we can't
Yeah.
put this out." So I don't know what
yeah,
happened.
that's
with
the only
Microsoft.
thing I can think of.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
but
I want to say there's something, but I can't.
whatever it is, whatever consoles it's gonna come out for, you can be sure Devin's gonna go out and buy it. So whatever.
Probably. We'll see.
But yeah, other things. Bethesda said that Dishonored is officially a commercial success.
Oh, good.
And it is now going to be a franchise. So expect more Dishonored, which is
Cool.
Totally
I approve of that.
totally sweet. Another DLC kind of stuff. The game I still need to finish, but Dragon's Dogma is gonna get some DLC that will apparently make it a hard mode to make the game even harder, as well as add a time attack type of thing. I don't know what the time attack is gonna be, if it's gonna be for certain missions or if it's literally just you'll beat the game as fast as you can. But either way, whatever these modes are gonna have or where they're gonna be, it's gonna unlock some more gear and stuff for your character. So the game is still really cool, and I still have to play a lot more of it. Just wanted to say that game is still alive and kicking, and Capcom said that's going to be a franchise too, right? So yay! And as a silly video that we saw, people got Kinect working Gary's mod, and it looks freaking hilarious. That's all I want to say.
So I'm not crazy. Chat did just pull up that Team Meat was super angry at Microsoft.
Yeah, but
Well, that was from Indie Game the movie though that they're mentioning, which is.
But I
where
want to
they
say that
fucked
there
up
was something with
the release of Super Meat Boy.
I want to say
yeah,
that.
but that I don't feel like that was like a long-lasting relationship thing.
Yeah.
What that seemed like was one of the guys getting angry because of like the marketplace placement and the release time,
Which was
on the release
quickly
day
forgotten about because that game fucking exploded.
Yeah.
So.
Thing. But like there might have been something else, but that's the one I remember, which wasn't. I don't feel like it was a lasting impact on their business relationship.
Yeah.
So what do you have for releases?
So for releases next week, a very big one is Far Cry 3.
Far Cry 3.
Oh. And I can't actually see it on this, which is kind of scaring me here.
Don't you already have it down?
I'm looking at the wrong pages. Whee! So yeah, we got Far Cry 3 coming out next week. We got a Guilty Gear game coming out for the PSN called Guilty Gear XXA Core. I'm guessing that's Accent Core Plus. We got Walking
Dead.
What? Oh, Walking Dead's coming out as a collection, actually.
It's the retail.
Yeah, the retail thing. You can go buy that in stores. Grand Theft Auto Vice City is coming out on the iPhone, which is funny considering that I got pulled off of Steam and everything for the music stuff. So I don't know if that song's going to actually be in the iOS version, but...
They also released an Android app called GTA Radio.
Yeah?
Where you can just play any of the radios.
Really?
Any GTA since 3, I think it is.
That's really kick-ass.
It's only on Android right now, though. So
I don't know. Weird, but awesome, very awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the talk show stuff for that stuff was hilarious. So, yeah. There's also gonna be an Uncharted game coming off the Vita, which I believe is a card game.
Yep. They updated the Golden Abyss there.
Yeah.
So that now when you get certain trophies or find certain treasures, you're unlocking cards.
Okay.
For this card game, which isn't out yet. But
do you know if it's going to be like Magic the Gathering where the cards are in
no idea.
Man. So I wonder if you have to actually buy some.
Oh no.
Okay.
It's going to be like
all in game?
Yeah.
Okay, thank God. It's not going to be like, "Hey, take a picture with your camera and get in the game. What's up?"
That'd be weird.
No, physical cards are not going to exist for this game.
Okay,
it's
good.
Like
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. That's pretty much it. It's going to be a kind of slow
That's
week.
only $5 also, so I'm probably going to get it.
Nice.
Oh wow.
But that's pretty much it. I mean, we're getting towards the end of the year, so you can't really expect much. But Far Cry 3 is going to be fucking amazing, I'm hoping.
It's going to be
You guys will be playing Far Cry 3, I'll be playing some Uncharted card game.
Actually, I'm going to be playing some Far Cry 3 as well as trying to finish up Assassin's Creed 3. So double Ubisoft in it next week.
Oh shit, so I have to finish Assassin's Creed 3
You guys
in
should
4 days.
If you skip the side stuff, it does not take that long.
You think I can beat it in 2 big-ass sittings, like 2 8-hour sittings?
Yes, absolutely.
So I'm not going to class tomorrow.
Well. That's Thursday. If you're listening, teacher, Devin Somppi. This is a check marking sound. It's actually just like meat on meat hands. But
what the fuck?
Whatever. Anyway, so that's it for releases. We're gonna check out our comments. If anybody in the chat has any comments, that
write them now.
Has any comments?
Had or
Have?
will have or
If you have
hasn't
comments,
or has maybe or has.
I'm just gonna make it sound like a meme to make it haha funny. If you has comments, just leave them in the chat and we'll read them. In the meantime, we will check out the comments that we had on our last podcast on YouTube. If you guys are listening on iTunes, don't forget to go to YouTube and leave a comment as a question, or just leave comments. We're going to read everything.
Or emails.
Or emails as well. And if you're in the live chat, or if you don't know about our live stream, check out the live stream, leave comments in there while we're doing this. So anyways, live? Yeah.
All caps.
Live? So we have our first comment was from PFR7000. He says, "I heart you, Mathieu Riccio, Dan Goddard, and Devin Somppi."
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
I feel really happy now. That's
Awesome.
So we got a really trick question coming up, a hard one. One of those ones that's a real ponderer. We got from TT5 Skinned M. He says, "Hi Dan, Kumar, and Devin." Fucking totally doesn't mention my name, you jacket. No, I'm kidding. I know that, bro. Anyway, and his question is, what's your favorite car?
Favorite car?
What's your favorite car?
Audi TT.
Did you stutter?
Audi TT.
Oh, Audi TT.
Audi TT.
Audit.
Audit. It's an audit.
Audit. Dan, what about you?
I really liked the Lotus Exige for a while, but I'm kind of leaning more towards some sort of Porsche
Oh yeah.
right now.
Have you seen the Porsche Spider?
No.
It's good. It's nice.
I don't know what the fuck those cars look like, but I'm gonna tell you one thing: Mini Cooper. Oh, that's what I want.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm fucking.
My gay boss drives a Mini Cooper.
That's awesome.
It's
He's
awesome.
a fucking cool dude.
No,
man.
I actually got I got a ride home in it. They are surprisingly spacious.
Describe your ride home.
I buckled-
Spacious? Okay, good. Is
buckled
that how
my
you
seatbelt.
left? Is that how you left the car?
I buckled my seatbelt.
I'm just kidding. I really want a Mini Cooper though. Those things are awesome.
Do you want one with like the British flag on top?
No, that wouldn't. I'm in Canada. It's pretty cool looking, yeah. But I would
Would you get one with the Canadian flag on top?
I could probably. I don't know. I would probably not get anything. So people like you get out of
Actually,
the car.
you
They're like,
want-
"What are you Canadian?" I'm like, "You guessed. You guessed right. You did it."
I actually want a Fiat.
What?
I want a Fiat.
Fiat.
You want to feel
Fiat.
it? It sounds like you're tooting out of your mouth.
The Italian equivalent of that, of the like Mini Cooper. Have you seen those?
Fiat.
Fiat.
Yeah, kind of.
I think those look fucking cool.
I don't actually know what it's like. I don't know nothing.
Like, are we
about
talking
cars.
like favorite car practical or favorite car I will never own in my life?
Well, I think
I'd
it's
vote
like
Mini
a favorite
Cooper.
one to look at and like. you'll
Okay,
never-
it's still the
yeah.
Audi TT. Yeah.
I like planes. No, all right. So our next comment. Our next comment is from Evil Shit 353,
I hate saying his
also
name.
known as Sarge. He says, when Chuck Norris goes to bed, he checks to make sure Kumar isn't there. Also, the PS3 store sucks ass. So that was our question for
Oh, yeah,
last time.
that's right.
Yeah.
Dark Alter 2000 leaves the comment, have you ever done unnecessary extras for an NPC in an RPG? My example, I've done this, is in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 on Dantooine. There's an Ithorian. Am I saying that right, Dan?
Ithorian?
Ithorian?
Is it
I-
ITH?
Orin?
Yeah.
Ithorian at the landing pad who wants to play Pazak, but no one will play with him anymore because he got ridiculously good at it. After I clean him out and end up playing a couple funsies games with him because I feel guilty for only paying to get his money and upgrades. So
Yeah, I've done that.
I would say I've had NPC crushes where I'm
Yeah.
like, I want to do more with you. I want to do so much more with you. That sounds really bad.
I want to do more with you, NPC.
That's weird.
Sponsored by Riccio.
Yeah. No.
For NPCs have rights
No.
too.
I want to say it was in Deadly Premonitions, but I can't tell. I can't remember which NPC it would have been.
Dan, how do you feel about the
I would have done
slavery
stuff for
of
the chick
NPCs?
cop because she's pretty cool. But I can't think of anything.
I honestly can't think of an instance where I've done that.
How about I rephrase the question a little bit? Has there ever been an NPC that you've seen in a game that has really kind of been awesome, or like even like a side character that's
What about the?
We have an entire game of the year category
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sidekick.
Yeah, all right. We can't.
man? I would say either anybody from Deadly Premonition, like the cop chick, or the chick from Prince of Persia. Whenever you play the artsy one, which looks awesome.
Yeah.
I think she was a pretty cool side character. I would have done any extra kind of amount of stuff for
Okay, wait,
her.
in the
not to her.
2008
Thank you.
or
The
the one just called Prince of Persia?
yes,
Elika.
yes, Elika.
Is that
She
the one that
captured
screams
my
when the grass?
When the darkness takes over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It's
I love
this
that game.
weird like scream.
No, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, were you what?
Maybe I'm thinking of a different game.
Did you play Prince of Persia, or did you like Google it and you stumbled upon some terrible website
No, I'm thinking of.
where you purged or Prince of? I don't even. I can't make it. These puns
Nope.
aren't working today. Anyways, other than that, Overlord76 links us to a part in the podcast. He says Deadlock was an awesome game. I still have to play all of those Ratchet and Clank games. So
The new one, which is apparently like MOBA, like we looked that up before a podcast or on a podcast or something. It's out now.
Oh, cool.
Vita version of it is following in January.
Cool.
nice.
But when you buy one, you get the other because they're both $20. So
I still like that about the PS3. It's pretty awesome. But so somebody in the chat asks, Renegade GWP. For some reason I wanted to read that.
what
all
is
Hitman-
that thing? It looks like two V's.
No, it's, I wanted to say it all Hitman style, then I realized it just sounded like I was dumb. So I'm sorry. Anyways, he asked, thoughts on the amount of updating/loading the Wii U needs in order to play a launch title. Anyone?
Kinda
Yeah, that
sucks
was...
for the people who have the fucking 8 gig.
Yeah,
consoles.
it does, but especially the first patch that came out took more than an hour to download and install, which was kind of ass. But I feel just generally downloading stuff for the Wii U, whether I'm putting in Zombie U or Mario or anything that requires an update, it'll be like, hey, it'll be done in a minute, and you come back like 2 or 3 minutes later, and it's halfway, and it's like, done in a minute, done in a minute, done in a minute. I'm like, well, it's not actually saying anything, but it just has a 001.
And it's just like,
But-
fuck you, tell me how actually long.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if it was like 15 minutes. I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna go make some food, instead of being like 1 minute. Oh, maybe it's just going slow. I'll just wait. I'll just wait.
I hate my life.
Fucking, and then the game comes out, you're like, fucking, and then you, happy music, fine. You're Kiwi, you win me, but Jesus.
I'm not happy with you,
No,
but
yeah,
okay.
but it does take a long time. But it is also, it's the launch week,
It's
so I
breath.
figure everybody's trying to log in to a game, and then everybody's downloading the update, and especially if people are still buying it and they're all downloading that huge ass day one update at the same time. Like, I'm pretty sure maybe their servers are just clogged or something. But even the actual installing of update takes updates takes a while. Wow,
You go upstate. Wow, that was a
What was
yawn
that?
halfway through
I
that.
don't know why you.
That was a good joke too. God damn it.
No. But anyways, yeah, so it does take a while, which kind of sucks. But yeah, so I think that's actually it for questions. Let me open up Twitter just to make sure.
Tweet.
Is there anything you guys want to ask to the chat / comment people on the YouTubes? Devin?
I have two.
What's
They
up?
both relate to my topics from earlier in the podcast.
I was gonna say, are they Vita based?
Are you going to get a PlayStation Vita now that it has PlayStation Plus and my plan has clearly worked for it? Also, if you have finished Assassin's Creed 3, do you agree with me?
And I'm going to add a third question that no one's probably going to answer, but I'd like to know something. If a paper plane with a sharp front tip was flying directly towards your face, how would you deal with this situation?
Duck.
Maybe that's a good choice. I don't know. Maybe you've got a lighter in your hands. Or a gun.
Is it weird? Is it
Or a
weird?
gun that shoots lighters. Or a gun that shoots hands with lighters in them.
What happens if it's a gun that shoots lighters that shoots explosions?
It's your choice. It's your choice. Write it. I pointed at
Duck.
somebody who's probably listening to the audio version. I'm sorry. I pointed at you, audio version. There's a finger going in your ear.
Should we wrap it? I think we
see
should
you
wrap
at
it on that note.
Twitter, I think we're good.
I don't understand you, Renegade GWP. I don't. What? How could you?
Raptor responds with,
He says
I would
he's-
throw
he
an even
says he's
sharper
good.
plane at it.
I like that answer actually.
Renegade
is good.
Renegade GWP says he's good with the ending of Assassin's Creed 3. I don't understand him.
I feel like we're going to have some sort of like fight to the death, just like the Mass Effect 3 ending. So, well, we're going to talk about this later, but we'll check back next week once hopefully Devin and I have played and or finished. I
He
don't know
hasn't
what the hell.
finished it yet. Okay, so
We're going to have this talk. We're going to have this talk.
troll.
Yeah. Anyways, I think that's gonna do it for now. This is gonna do it for this week. If you guys have any comments, don't forget to send it to our Twitter, email, comments below the YouTube. If you're listening on iTunes, don't forget to subscribe, leave reviews. All of that will possibly help us get found on iTunes, which is good. If you don't know, we do a live stream. We have a live stream on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/Riccio, where we do the live podcast on Wednesdays at roughly sometime
On a
after
Wednesday.
7 p.m. Eastern. Let's just say that. So yeah, to everyone who's
Also,
still
you stream games.
I stream
other
games.
days on
Yeah,
the same
pretty much.
channel.
every day. If you guys want to see a lot of games from 2012, just keep checking that freaking link. It's gonna be a lot of it. Yeah. So to everyone listening, thanks for listening. I've been Riccio.
I'm Dan.
I'm still Sompy.
Should I say that? I'm Dan.
I'm,
All right, wasn't it one
I'm
time?
Dan.
I was far away from the mic. I
Testing. Oh shit, we were not recording.
Oh God.
Kidding. Take care, everybody.